What?
I got so many stories.
What's going on, everybody? Oh man, it's another week of Todd, and I don't have my partner with me. It's kind of weird again. 2 weeks in a row, guys. Yeah, Andy, last week you saw him. He had knee surgery, and if you're a Patreon member, you kind of got a little bit of information earlier today. He's having a heck of a week. He's really struggling with his knee surgery. He's actually back in the hospital, so. He had another procedure today. They're worrying about infection. He has just been in pain all week, and it's not good for him. And I think everything, hopefully, he had a procedure today that helps him, and hopefully he'll be back eventually. I don't know if we'll be back next week, and we got a big show lined up. But guys, maybe he'll be in the chat. I don't know. I'm hoping he's actually getting a bunch of rest tonight, and not watching this because it's all me, and I got a guest host tonight. It's an old friend. I'm going to bring him up in a second. And I'm glad he's here because he's going to help me. We're going to go over, guys, our top whiskeys so far of 23. It was originally supposed to be me, Andy, and Sugar Kitty. I've got them all lined up here. There's 5 amazing Scotch whiskeys that he's blinded for us that we're going to bring on Sugar Kitty. He's going to take us through this blind, similar to what he did with Bobby at Bad Act Bourbon. And we'll do that, I think, June 13th if Andy's healed up by then. So don't worry. We will see Sugar Kitty on the channel with this wonderful blind. I can't wait to get into Scotch. Maybe he can convert me and Andy. But tonight is going to be all about you guys. If you're a Patreon member, there's a link to join us on Patreon if you want. We'll bring some people up. I'm really interested to see what you guys think. I did a short. So I'm doing a lot of shorts on our channel because Andy's tied up. He can't really do any editing. So you'll see a bunch of shorts from us for the next couple of weeks. So there you go about that. I did a short in April, which was at the quarter-way mark, right? That, we've done 3 months. And I said, these are my favorite whiskeys so far. And we're almost to June. And the end of June, July will be like the halfway point of the year. I always like to see, okay, what is everybody loving out there so far? And I know a lot of the good stuff comes at the end of the year. But so I asked Marty, I said, Marty, put some lists together. Give me some bottles that you're really into so far from 23 that you've had. So you guys out there as well. When we get there, put it in the chat, and I'll try to recognize you and say hi and see what you guys are like, and maybe it's some of the things we have. And then also, one of the things, if you're a Patreon member, we're going to be giving away tonight is for next week's show, we're going to have Justin and George from the Maryland Heritage Series, the guys who basically brought all that together, that wonderful 14-year-old MGP juice, 12 years in Indiana, 2 years in Maryland, blended it. Well, the single barrels are out, and the single barrels are the honey barrels. They may make an appearance in my top bottles of 23. I can guarantee you that. But one Patreon member who has, if you've not done it yet, well, if you're not a Patreon member, we've got great things coming. A Still Austin single barrel pick, which nobody else has but us. Good to be lucky. Better be lucky than good, I say sometimes. So you have access to that. I have some news on that. I'll talk to you about that in a second. But also, Christopher David graciously has basically said, I'll give one more sample of all 4 Maryland Heritage Series single barrel ryes. These are the single barrels. These are the honey barrels that they kept back. And they're like $350 a bottle. And they are amazing. We're going to blind them next week with Justin and George. And whoever, some of you already have them. So you'll join us next week. I think Eric Desmarais, Christopher David, of course. We're going to have Joe Graves as well. So we're all going to be doing a blind to see what our favorite is. But one of you Patreon members can win. You can come up on panel with us, or you can do it in the chat next week, but you'll win from Christopher David all 4 of those single barrels. So if you haven't done it yet, go over. It's probably 2 posts down. Comment. I'll pull that up later and give that away. So that's my spiel. All right, let's bring on the real talent. All right, Andy's not here. I kind of need a sidekick. It's weird doing it I could do it by myself, but I'd rather not. Guys, you always remember, please welcome back to the channel. And it's been a while. I don't know why it's been a while, but let's bring back the man, the myth, the legend, Marty.
Cheers, man. Hey. All right. Thank you for the round of applause. Thank you very much. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Thank you.
How the hell you been, buddy?
Man, I'm so good. I got to sit on my hands so I don't wave at everybody. So I'm doing okay. I'm thrilled to be back with you. I hate that your cohort isn't there.
Yeah, he is.
We need to pray for him for recovery, because I know what I've learned, that the pain that he's in and the precautions that need to be taken. So
yes,
this is for Andy.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, look at that. Everybody, let's raise a glass. Oh, shoot, let's pour something. Yeah, I'll pour something from behind. Let's do a little.
Let's get her going, baby.
A little old elk. Huh? Look at that bad boy. Oh, yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Andy would like that. This is the old elk. Silvax. What is this? The wheated bourbon single barrel.
I had dinner with him last Wednesday. Greg Metz.
What?
Yeah.
What? Wait, hold on. You just throw that bomb out? I thought you said you had dinner with Andy.
He was in town, so we got back together. And
are you serious? Are you messing with me here?
Did I send you that?
No.
I thought I did. I thought I sent you the picture. But
no.
What I did, I took the thumbnail from last July that I had for his live stream, and I made it into a canvas.
Okay.
And then I took it with him, and he signed it for me. It's hanging on the wall over here. But yeah, to Andy.
Wait, hold on. You actually did have dinner with him? Or you just met? That's awesome. So how was that?
We had some drinks and stuff. Yeah, it was awesome.
What is he like in person? As cool as he is?
Dude, I don't know. You know what? I'm guessing, I do not hold me to this. I'm guessing he's early 60s.
Okay.
In age. And I was talking to Alex, one of his assistants, and I said, Alex, I said, it's cool to have him in Raleigh. I said, does he do this a lot? And he goes, Marty, he's nonstop.
Really?
He's nonstop. And that I was like, good gosh, man. You figure after leaving MGP and Seagram's all those years and stuff that he would be ready to just kind of gas it down. But he says, no, man, he's picked it up. So it was awesome. Good guy. And he really cared. He was asking me, what I've been doing and what I've been drinking and stuff. And I'm like, really?
I think the next thing would be for you to go out and visit him in Fort Collins. That's what needs to happen.
Yeah. He still spends a lot of time at his home, and they send him a lot of the samples.
Okay.
So on that side of the traveling back and forth to Colorado, he was telling me is kind of down, which is good.
Right.
But he knows, he was telling me, and he did a tasting with a group that was there and stuff. And he was telling me that he knows exactly where almost every barrel is. And I mean, he could say, hey, I want to go pull a sample of this, and they send it to him.
It's like Nancy Fraley is with hers, She got like that sort of, savant memory where she can say, okay, you want to go, southernmost facing year round, level this, it was crazy when she helped us with the Still Austin pick, and we're very grateful for that.
Let me ask you that while you're on to that subject. Do you have a time frame of the release for that?
Well, I don't have an exact time frame, but we did get word. It was actually right after Andy had their surgery last week. We got a text from Christian down at Still Austin that they were dumping the barrel early, evidently. So it would probably either be later this week or beginning of next week. They're dumping the barrel. Now, I've never done this before. I don't know how long it's going to take once they dump the barrel to actually bottle it, package it, ship it to Shared Pour to get it, and then for us to. We wanted actually a little bit of time to get some bottles first, do some PR, send some samples out, build some buzz. We were expecting middle of July. I think it's going to be a little earlier than that. So that's a good thing. We'll get it out earlier, I think. But we still want to do some, PR around it, do some marketing, get some people excited about it, send some samples out because we absolutely think it's as you would say, a hitter of a bottle. So
yeah. Do you have a yield? Do you know what that barrel?
Again, he wouldn't tell us until they dump it, but from the weight of it, Christian was saying he thought it was close to 200. So we thought it would be closer to 165 just because of what they normally get, but he was looking at the weight and the proof, and that's what now it's not official yet. So we'll see. I'm hoping
don't be listen, man.
Yeah, I don't know yet.
I've got one sitting over here.
Yeah.
And as good as that stuff is, that don't fret. It'll people will sop it up. It's going to be great. Yeah, watching the stream when y'all were doing the pick was fantastic. So,
well, you've done it before,
it's going to be good.
So it's interesting for me never doing that before. I thought it was really interesting that Andy went and drilled 7 holes, brought back 5, And all 5 of those barrels were around each other in the rick house, maybe a couple different levels, but they were in the same spot, so to speak.
Yeah.
They tasted completely different. Completely different. Now, I mean, one was the traditional, bourbon notes. One was sort of more apple forward. One was, more sort of caramel apple. It was really, one was more viscous than the other one. One was deeper than the other one. One had a longer fin. It was crazy how that works, how just barrel influence is really interesting. And that was, for me going through it the first time, I found it pretty fascinating.
Yeah. It's a special thing. I don't care what distillery you get the opportunity to do. It's a privilege, and it's always turns out to be something special. So
yeah, I totally agree with that. And I think when we'll never do a lot of picks, Marty. It's just I don't think we need. I mean, we can't. And the way we want to do picks is we want to go to the distillery. We want to have a relationship with whoever that is. And we want to drill holes. We want to kind of do it that way as opposed to them sending us their pre-selected samples. And then we pick from there, which I get why people do. It's not easy to get there, and honestly, we don't want to overdo it. We don't have a ton of patrons, and we want to do what we really, really like. So that's the way it'll go from now. I mean, our goal was maybe 2 a year. That's what it is. 2 or 3 a year at most, if we're lucky enough. We have to sell this one first. Jesus. That's the other thing. Good Lord. Anyway.
Yeah. Hey, Mark. Good to see you, Richie Z, Saucy Shane, Kathy, Kelsey Dime,
Kelsey's
JH.
Here. We got to be on. Kelsey, we were supposed to try to come on their show. Andy's been very busy with work, and now Andy's laid up and can't even come to our show. So, Kelsey, I promise you I'm not avoiding you and giving you a date of when we can come on Hello Whiskey Friends live stream. But until Andy heals and gets back in time, hopefully this summer. That's all I can say. So I'm way behind the chat. Sorry.
Hey, Kelsey, I need you to
there's Kelsey.
Email me whiskeyNose21@gmail.com. I need something when you get a second.
Totally hoping to get that. Still awesome. Mark, I think, listen, we have 74 Patreon members, right? If there's close to a 200 bottle yield, everybody should be fine. Like, right? If you avoid doubles, you should be fine. So now we hope to get a few more Patreon members before we launch this in July, but I think you'll be fine. And we'll see how it goes. The idea here is, I think one of the reasons why Shereport said, hey, without really knowing who we were, was they said, Still Austin. How did you get Still Austin? Well, sometimes, again, I said, it's luck. Better be lucky than good, Marty. Sometimes is. And he was in the right place at the right time. We had the relationship with Brandon, their CEO, and he said, yeah, sure, let's do it. And as soon as we said Still Austin, Shereport, they were like, yep, we'll do it. We don't even know who you are, but we'll do it. So, and that's the beauty of it. I think they're probably thinking if we don't sell it out, they'll put it on their site and it'll go. Well, we want to sell it out to you guys. We want you to have it, not people on, sorry, hopefully they're not watching, but I don't want people that are just randomly from Shereport getting a Still Austin cash drink single barrel. Yeah. So hopefully we can do it. Let's see. Anyway.
Well, there's a lot of people in chat right now saying, I want to.
All right. There we go.
To, so. Yeah.
I love it. There's Independent. He's our newest patron member, and he also has a pretty dang good patron as well. One of the best people out there. And Joe, glad to have your support, brother. Can't wait for you to try that single barrel from Still Austin. I love the fact that Still Austin also isn't, not a lot of people can get it, right? They've never even, we did a poll when we did the pick. About half our viewers had never even tried Still Austin before, right? Because it's just not out there. But I think people know how good it is.
No, me and Rob got a sample. Our first time we ever tried it was Drifting Drams sent us a sample. Mm-hmm. We get it. The bottle that I have, Daniel H. got me and Rob one, but it's not here in North Carolina. So it's
do you have Total Wine down there? I guess not. You don't.
Well, I do, but it's ABC state, so they just have wine and cigars. And then some beer. I bought some of my Iron Maiden beer there.
How was that?
Cheers, Phil. Good to see you, man. Sorry.
Phil's here. Phil is a legend. Oh, my God. I almost can't. He's gone big time. Phil is like blown up, guys, which I think because, he was always doing these spicy challenges and doing it on YouTube. And he got to TikTok and got that niche. And now he's on YouTube and TikTok. I don't even know, Phil, how many subscribers do you have on TikTok? I don't even know how many. I don't have TikTok, so I wouldn't know. But I know
I don't either. I think we might be missing it, Todd. I don't know.
We might, man. But you know what? I'm just never doing it. I'm just not doing it. I
haven't. I need to start. Everybody. I've gotten emails. Marty, do some shorts. I've not even done that.
I love the shorts. I love doing. I like watching shorts because I like seeing real quick. We all do. Listen. We're whiskey channels. We do whiskey reviews. I love when you just get to the point. Do you like it or not? What are the flavors? Like, what is it? Give me 60 seconds. Is it good or not? I don't have to put up all this bullshit B-roll. Listen, people do it really well, but I can quickly open something up. You can hit my top 5 list. You can do I like it or I don't. 60 seconds or not, there it is. Boom. And I kind of like watching that. So
well, the way times are now, everything is so quick.
It is,
and you want it fast. So yeah, I'm gonna dive into that soon.
For us, at least, they go away real quick, right? So it hits some kind of short show. I don't know what, and then so people get exposed to it, and you get some views, and then it's kind of like gone. Like it doesn't show up in the search engines when people are looking for things. So that long-term growth with shorts for us, I don't think is the key thing.
Damn, almost 52,000 on YouTube.
On YouTube, and almost 113,000. See, I told you, we've got like a huge star. I mean, Phil, I think we need to have you on. Maybe we need to be
cheers to you, buddy.
We need to be on his channel. Not us, him. We need to be on his channel. Wow, that's amazing, and it's so well because he was always the best at what he did. Like he was the best at doing these spicy challenges that at least I knew of, and he was such a cool guy and supporter of everybody, and like he wasn't growing like this, and he finally hit his groove, and man, that's what it's about right there. That is.
I always said, I've been following Phil for probably a year and a half now. I always said anytime Phil does one of his challenges or something, I hurt through Phil. So, when he's doing it, I don't have to. I can see how bad Phil rocks it, and he goes through it and kicks its ass. And I was like, I'll let Phil do it. I've still, I think you have, but I've never done a Pocky chip.
I have.
Groovy says, Marty, I'm going to send you a couple. And I was like,
a couple?
Well, I mean, like from different years kind of thing. And I was like, nah, man, listen.
But Phil is the kind of guy who did like 20 of them.
I'll never forget watching that.
Craziness.
I'll never forget that.
And if you guys haven't subscribed, go do it because first of all, he does shorts on. Phil, I don't think you go live as much as you used to, which doesn't matter. You don't just watch his shorts, all of his TikToks, his shorts. They're freaking amazing what he does. It's absolutely
16 million chew chocolate bar and only got half down. God,
what happened? He said,
it's the last at the chat.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah, you got it.
That must have been really hot. If you only got half down, that must have been hotter than hell. That's all I have to say. So something I don't do, I like watching, but there's no chance. Like we would try to do those challenges for some stupid reason. We would do them, and even if it's just a chip. I'm not used to that. I don't know what that's like. I'm not. And man, I'll never forget taking that chip. That was probably 3 or 4 years. Phil, when was that I did the chip? And Phil prepared me, get a basin, get peanut butter, get that all in and get it something to soak it, have your milk ready, all this other stuff. I still, after about an hour after I ate that thing, my stomach was the worst cramps I've ever had for about 10 minutes. I felt like I was giving birth. Now, I know it's not birth, but my stomach was just going nuts. And I don't know how he does something like that. 16 million? What the? Nuts. Anyway, all right. So Mr. Fulton's here. Hey, Mr. Fulton. I have the biggest, hugest news today. I got first place in the real. Way to go, Mr. Fulton. That's fantastic. Cheers to that. Sympathy pains for some of the things he eats. Yeah, well, Dan eats interesting, crazy things. I don't know. Does Dan do like super, super hot stuff? Maybe he does. I've missed it. But I like how he does like weird reviews on his
Dan does. Dan's not scared.
I know he's not scared, but does he do like these crazy things Phil does though?
I don't know if he does the quantity, but I know he'll pop some hot.
All right.
Todd,
we would explode. Yeah, you know what? I would probably. I'm telling you, I got red that night. It doesn't take me much to get red, and I'll never do that chip again. I don't like. I mean, I like spicy stuff, but that was nuts, man. That was absolutely nuts. There's Gordon Murphy. All right, so guys, tonight I want to talk about. So anyway, there's 2 things. If you're a Patreon member. If you're not, why not, guys? We have too much going on. Go down and it's 2 posts below. You'll see this Maryland Heritage Series single barrels. Marty, I know you're into that. Christopher David's giving that away to one lucky Patreon member tonight. That's the Patreon giveaway. So go there and actually comment. I'm going to pull that list, put it in the wheel, and that's how we'll do it. So if you haven't done that yet, you got some time. Just comment. You can just say comment if you want. And next week we'll have Justin George from Maryland Heritage Series on to go over their entire sort of series, right? And talk about what's next for them. Yeah. And then do the blind of the single barrel rise, which Marty, they are just, I mean, I don't have to tell you 14-year-old MGP that these are single barrels. These are of like about 35 barrels. They picked 3 or 4 or 5 barrels that were their favorites, and these are it. So they're good. They're really good.
I'm telling you, man, before we get into it, some of these small distilleries, everybody has, a lot of people watching have local distilleries. It seems to me, I would say probably 70% of the time when I go to these small distilleries, I always leave liking their rye better than their bourbon. It's just straight bourbon. Yep. Anything they have, just cast strength wise, it seems like their rye for me are always better and on point.
I mean, yeah, I agree. I wish more people could try this. And, Chris has given these out to a bunch of people already. We gave some out last week. I don't know who won it, but somebody won a full lot last week. Spreading the love. All right. So let's get into our favorite whiskeys. You know what? I gotta give something. Here's what we'll give away for the super chats. If you want everything that I nominate tonight for my best whiskeys of 2023 so far, I'll give you a sample of, and I'm going to name probably 8 or 9 of them. So you're going to get a sample of all of them, so you can taste what I'm tasting and what I love right now. So that's what we'll do. I will give you a sample of each, and I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I got 10 bottles here. I got 10. I have 10, Marty, that I've compiled. So you're gonna get 10 samples for any super chats and shit.
And then I'll throw in for another super chat. I'll throw in a Golden Glen.
Holy cow!
So the whiskey nose. I don't know if you can see it or not with the color.
Let me put you up. Hold on. I see the goldness. That's just. Who needs that is Whiskey Pimp. That's like a perfect thing for Whiskey Pimp.
There you go.
You should have that.
Yeah, we'll give one of those away.
By the way, Joe Graves, Andy's requested, and he's on his sick bed in the hospital, that you do not next week bring Whiskey Pimp out for Maryland Herald Series. I kind of agree with them. I hate bringing you down, Joe, but maybe for this week, just tame it down. I'm not sure how they will take to that. I don't know. Maybe they'll be cool with it. I don't know. Who knows? There you go. Let's get, that's great. Let's hit the like button, share it out, guys. We really appreciate it. And if you're a Patreon member and you want to come up and tell us what your favorite whiskeys are, the link is in the Patreon post from earlier today, the video I did. There's Shauna Marie. What's going on, Shauna? I haven't seen Andy. So maybe that means Andy is getting rest that he needs, because he had his procedure that got done around 5 o'clock today. And he said he was, again, in excruciating pain and back on pain meds. So I'm hoping that he is sleeping and doing well. There's Northwest Whiskey Wars. Hey, Isaias, how you doing, man? Richie Z, a new Patreon member. Mr. Great Shot. Always good to see you, buddy. The sexiest man in the world. Right there. That is right. That's what I was waiting to get to keep it up. Look at this. I mean, you don't get sexier than that. Look at that head of hair. My God. I could only imagine, right? I could only imagine.
What was it Will Ferrell said? I wake up and I piss excellence.
You piss excellence.
No, I don't. I piss leftover booze.
Wednesday mornings, I usually do that. All right. So I'll get up here's what we'll do. No particular order. I might save the best for last, but
let's go back and forth.
Let's do it. So I'm going to do something a little bit different. So I'm going to do 2. Sometimes if it's the same distillery, I'm going to do 2 that I've really liked. I'm going to cheat. That's why there's 10. So I'm going to go back a couple weeks ago when we had Chris Fredrickson from Traverse City, and they put out this year their first sort of finished whiskey. Well, not first time, but first time we've ever tried them. It's their Cab Franc barrel finish and their port finish. These 2 bad boys, man. I was shocked because I honestly didn't know what to think of them, Marty. I'd never had a finished whiskey from Traverse City, and especially this Cab Franc. And I think, is this the one that which one's I don't even know which one. One of them is a rye, whatever. It doesn't matter. They were both absolutely fantastic. Have you ever tried any? You probably haven't tried these, have you?
No, but I'll tell you this, we were talking about, before we went live, me and Todd were talking a little bit, that it's funny in North Carolina where I live, the ABC counties are different. There's things you'll find in this county that you won't find in that one, but they all come out of Central Hub in Raleigh, which makes absolutely no damn sense to me. But the store that I was talking about earlier, Todd, they have like 5 or 6 different Traverse City lines right now. Oh, and they have the cast strength, and that's one I am going to try to pick up here soon.
If you can find a Traverse City cast strength, a single barrel rye, you'll never go wrong with them. And the bourbon too. I even have a bourbon, which I don't know where hell it went to. It's a great one too. Anyway.
Thank you, Doug H. Amy.
Yeah, guys.
Michael.
Whoa, cheers to
awesome.
Guys, keep Andy in your thoughts. He is really struggling this week. I'm not sure when he'll be back on the show. It's that bad. So he's in the hospital for a few more days. I mean, it's his knee. It's nothing like that's kind of what's going on. So
it's not a heart. It's not. Yeah,
No.
it's okay. I say that it's easy for me to sit here with my knees working.
Yeah, I know, right? So it's been a week for him. And the funny thing is he came on last week just on his audio. And he was like, I was shocked how he sounded. He was actually pretty good, but it was because he was still hopped up on all the meds from the anesthesia, from the nerve agents that they had in his knee. And I talked to him the next morning and it sounded like he was about to die. He actually was like, I've never been in this much pain. I was like, oh God. And then it just never got better. And then he sent me a picture. I swear to God, it's bad. His knee, they opened his knee up. Like this wasn't laparoscopic. He has, I feel bad for him. I really do. And I hope being in the hospital gets the care he needs, infection kind of goes away, and he's home soon. That's all. And our lovable Andy is back. That's all I'll say. I don't want to bring us down. And Andy, I've talked to him every day. He's in good spirits. He's in a lot of pain. So let's just hope what happened today, which the procedure they did, is something that will, alleviate all that for him. So
cheers,
Andy,
Richie Z. Thank you.
Yeah, guys. Whoa, I'm missing all these super chats.
No, you're good. I can help.
The sexiest man alive and sexiest shirt on the planet. Well, it's not me they're talking about, Marty.
Yeah, it is. I'll see the point.
It is you, and I believe it, brother. Look at that. My gosh. Michael Dow, thank you. Another great Patreon member. Hoping Andy feels better. There you go. We all do. Richie Z, another new Patreon member. Yep, we all do. Appreciate the guys. Andy will watch this replay, and he's going to mark
T-Rob, Northwest. Cheers, guys.
What's up, guys? T-Rob's in the house.
Great shot.
All right, so there you go. That's my first sort of like two. So again, you'll get a sample of everything I throw up here tonight. I'm going to drink a little of this Cab Franc Traverse City. It comes in at 97.5 proof. Marty, what's your first sort of?
Is it age stated, Todd?
It is not. We had him on, and I think you told us, and I forgot.
Okay.
I wish I could tell you. It's not on the. It's not. It doesn't say on here.
That's all right.
I want to say it's probably like 5 or 6 years, but I could be wrong on that. We can find that out for you. I know we said it on our show. What do you have for your first sort of whiskey? Okay, that's sort of in your top.
It's weird. I've been kind of MIA on my live streams. I'm working back to try to get time to do that and all that.
We all want that. We all want that.
Yeah. Ho, time out. Yeah.
We've missed that, man.
Yeah, I'm working towards it. The job and everything's getting better, but I've been on this rye kick, and I know a lot of people don't like it. I know I'm in good hands with Todd. But the first one I've been diving into.
Oh, I want to put this up. Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Here we go. And for some reason, this bottle's allocated here. And what the guy told me is it's allocated a lot of states. Is the old Overholt 114 proof straight rye whiskey. It hits the palate, maybe 100 proof.
And what's the cost of that bottle?
$38.
So it's funny you bring that up because I went to Justin, who from Maryland Heritage Series, who owns Allview, about 2-3 weeks ago. I was trying to get some. There, look at that bad boy. There it is. There it is. Has anybody ever had Old Overheart in the 114 proof? I have not had that. But anybody in the chat, have you guys had that? Let me know what you think. I tried the bottle and bond, the rye, and loved it. I got it for like $24 or $23.
Yeah, and this is a 4-year.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a damn 4-year at 114 proof. So
at $35.
I mean, come on now. As Rob would say, come on now.
Was fantastic. So that's interesting that I'd never heard of that. And you just picked. Is that the first bottle you've had of those?
That it is. And what's funny is I saw it back at Christmas. They had it, and I didn't buy it because they had some other things that I stupidly bought. Mm-hmm. And then they got it again about 3 weeks ago, and I saw it, and I was like, "Yep, I think I'm gonna dive onto this one." And I'm so glad I did.
Right? You didn't know anything. I mean, have you heard of that? Did you?
Oh yeah, I've. Okay. You see the bottled and bond, and I think you see a 94 proofer.
Yeah, that's the only two I've seen.
Yeah,
and I always looked over them. I didn't know anything about them. And Justin said, "No, try that. That's really good." And I didn't have the 114, so if I like the 100, I assume the 114 is probably even better. So I can't wait
and like I said, it hits like the 100. So you get a great little mint chocolate finish.
Yes.
And before we came on, I was outside doing some work, and I had a cigar, and this is what I got into, as you can see.
Oh,
so yeah, it started the night off right for me.
Oh, New River.
But if you all see it, I do recommend it.
So there you go, Richie Z. Nothing. I've yet to have the old over. I will tell you, I had always looked over it. It's always been at Justin and Allview, and I just didn't know much of it. Honestly, it was in the bottom of the. It was cheaper. I was like, you know what? But you know what? The moral of that story is, so I bought several cheaper rye whiskeys, and they're all fantastic. I mean, when you're talking about Wild Turkey rye, Old Forester rye, all Rittenhouse rye, all really roulette rye. Another one. I mean, you can go out of there with $100. You can get 5 bottles. Yeah, and they're all fantastic. So
I think it's great. I do. And
it's so funny that you bring that up. It's 6 years. There you go, JH. 6 years and 20 months. There you go.
You can't beat that, man.
No, it's so freaking good. I mean, and you can. The good thing about this, it's 22 months in the finishing barrel for the cab front. I can still taste the rye, the mint on it, the dark fruits from the cab come through. I mean, I'm telling you. I wish this. I think he mentioned this is going to be pushed out. Well, I should take a look at this, Marty. I'm never seeing you. I think this will eventually be in the distribution area, and when it is, everybody should go grab it. And I like the port as well. The port was fantastic too, but I think I like the Cab Franc a little bit more. All right. So here's my next one, and I think it's another one that people aren't going to really know much about.
Hey, Todd. Peter White said he can only get the 80 proof Old Overholt in Canada, and he said pass.
So that
I don't know if I've ever had the 80.
I have not either. So that
I think you know what, Pete, I might be with you on the pass on the proof side of that, just because I don't know if I don't think it would taste up in proof.
Yeah, and
I could be wrong, but I don't know if it would. I think you're okay there.
Peter, what was the price of that 80 proof? I mean, if you can get a bottle and bond for $23 or $22, and
wow, Richie, yeah.
And Richie's saying that there is a 11-year. Yeah, I'm going to try that.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, what? Jesus, 11-year? Is it? What is it? What's the proof on that though? What is it proofed at? And that's the curious question.
God, I hope they didn't water it down at 11.
Yes. 100 in particular, the big step up. All right, so there you go.
Go ahead, Todd. You were going to do another one. I started talking again.
So this was another one that I had no idea. Well, you talked about over $20. So $20 for an 80 proof. I got the 100 for 23 or 24, I think.
Yeah, this was 32.
Yeah, so I think it was $25 I paid for the Old Over 100 proof. So good to know. Don't go down to the 80 proof Old Over. I think the bottle and bond's fantastic, right? And now I want to try the 114. All right, my next bottle that I've really been enamored with. I got it on sealbacks. Guys, come on, be easy on me. I haven't had many sealbacks offerings on this show lately.
Nor have I hit you up on any.
You have not. I
used to text Todd like years ago. It's like, Todd, I may have to get you to buy this one because I couldn't get it in Tennessee. Hell, I can't get Sealbox in North Carolina.
Can you get shared pour?
Yeah.
There you go. Perfect. All right.
Go ahead.
So,
sorry.
Have you ever heard of Dominic? You've heard of this tolling station?
Mm-hmm.
I've never had this, nor have I really heard of it. And the reason why I love the idea behind this. One, it's a single barrel from Steelbacks. It's their wheat whiskey.
I can't stop.
You can't stop. Just keep drinking it. Look, so, guys out there, look at this beautiful bottle. I think it's a beautiful bottle. It's 8 years, 114 proof. Bottle's amazing. This is their wheat whiskey, and it's the cool thing about this bottle is they're sort of proprietary. I don't know if it's proprietary, but they kind of cornered the MGP mash bill on this, which I think is really cool. Of 83% wheat, 12% corn, 5% malted barley. And you just don't see that out there. And so this has it. And so what do you expect the flavor profile to be when you get something like that? So took myself off the screen. There we go. I mean, Marty, you've never had this, have you?
No, but I have seen it actually. I saw it, I think in Tennessee last time we went back.
Has anybody in the chat seen this Old Dominic Hulling Station wheat whiskey, straight wheat whiskey? I'm curious because I loved it. To me, it's super dark, and look the color on it. It's 8 years. That's not good. It's got big time dark chocolate notes for a wheat whiskey. Now that would surprise me. Like, where am I getting that from? Dark chocolates out the yin yang, even some mint on it, and it's only got like 5% malted barley. So I don't know where I'm getting those flavors, and maybe my palate is wrecked. But whoever wins it just sucks. It could be that too. But I get really dark notes on this where I'm thinking with the wheater, you're thinking it's going to be more, it's certainly on the sweet end, but it's more viscous. It's more deep, dark fruits, and not dark fruits, but it's just dark chocolate. I even get like some mint and some tobacco and some sweet oak. It's really weird flavor. I wasn't expecting that for an 83% wheat whiskey, right? I mean, what do you expect when you say 83% wheat whiskey?
I think of maybe for me, it might be a really funky finish.
Yeah.
To be honest, maybe antique store.
Yeah. And
just
there
a
is
little bit.
Funky finish. When I first tasted this, I'm like, oh, this is like a single malt.
Yeah.
But, it's not, well, it's not a single malt, but it's really an interesting wheat whiskey. I absolutely love it. The 12-year-old over it is 92 proof. Well, I'd still be interested in that. What's the price of that? Is the question.
Yeah, that still may be a go, even at that.
Oh, Ben says the 11-year-old over is thin, lame, and low proof. One of the most disappointing bottles of 2020.
Okay, well, hey,
there you go.
I trust Ben.
But what about the 12-year-old? Is it better with a year? Oh no, he said 11-year. Okay, 11-year. All right, so it's 11-year. All right, well, maybe I just had the regular delicious cinnamon bomb. So this is not a cinnamon bomb by any stretch of the main, but I this is the first thing I've had from them, and I absolutely loved it. Loved it. I mean, it's one of those things now where, like, what are you hunting for? Are you hunting for really expensive stuff that's hard to get? Maybe, but Christ, the way I just saw something from Steelbacks today. It was a Nulu honey barrel.
Yeah,
right?
I saw the email.
$130 for it.
Nope.
What the? $130. What's the age statement on Nulu bourbon right now? What is it? 4 years? 5 years?
Maybe.
I know it's a honey barrel, but $130? What am I missing here? Where did that happen? When did we jump up to $130 for a Nulu's finished? I mean, I know it's honey, but come on. So no, thank you. I didn't buy that. But I mean, again, I hate to crap on Steelbacks, but they put out the Augusta single barrels. Did you guys see that? $500
yeah, that was kind of.
What are we doing here? What's going on here? And then screw it. I didn't.
Thank you, William. That's awesome, man.
William, that is really awesome. So anyway, there's my second of probably 10. Third, I'm sorry. So I've got 2 Traverse Cities finishing series bottles, and I've got this old Dominic Hulling Station, the straight wheat whiskey, single barrel pick from Steelbox, 8-year, 114 proof wheat whiskey. So there you go. Marty, what do you have also? Oh, hold on, Marty. Well, before you get there, can I bring in another guest? Do you mind? I think we'll all like to see this guy. Look at this guy.
Hey.
Yo, what's going on, guys?
ED, what's up, brother?
Man, just crushing it last week. Look at this guy on the
Z-Man. Thank you, buddy.
What's up, Eric? Eric, how are you?
I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm good. Have you ever heard of this old Dominic?
I have. I wish I bought it. I kind of just slept on it, and I was like, I heard it was good, and then by the time I was like, I need to have it, it was gone.
No,
so.
I'll save some for you. How's that when we meet up?
Appreciate
it's really good. It's super interesting. I've never had. I mean, I guess you probably had an 83, MGP wheat whiskey, but I'd never really had that, and to me, it was pretty fucking awesome. So, anyway, Marty, you're next up.
All right, I'm gonna kick it back a little bit. It's. I think these are starting to become a little bit more available for people. I don't know total distribution. If Slapshot was here, he could help me. T-Rob may know, Ben may know, but these Bowman picks. Now check this out. This bottle says small batch.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But the actual little tag on it, I don't know if I could make that out, says single barrel.
Oh, yeah.
Now figure that out for me.
They mislabeled that?
I don't know. But
so
you tell me how in the hell that works.
I don't know. Well, it's a small batch because the batch is 1 barrel. How's that?
Has to be. I don't know how else you could define it or make it
1,000
legally
barrels,
right,
or it could be 1 barrel, I guess, right?
But they are doing the green label single barrels that I have found out are starting to be a little more better distributed than they were last year. I think they're fantastic. This bottle was $38.
$38.
$38, and like I said, this is a North Carolina single barrel pick. Which I don't know how in the hell that's right, but
what's it at? 90 proof?
This one is. Yes, 90 proof.
Yeah.
And I think it's good. It's smooth. And there's a lot of nights during the week that me and Rob will try to get together and maybe watch hockey or something. And we try to stay under 100.
All right.
And this is a great bottle for that. It's smooth. It's It's technically Buffalo Trace, people say, but I think it's nice for what the price point is. It's not going to knock your socks off. You know how whiskey, sometimes you put it on your palate and it's, even though it's at room temperature, it's cold. You know what I'm talking about? It's like it's a cool temperature. This is not that way. It's already warm. Which is unique and nice. So I do like this Bowman Brothers bottle.
Another bottle that's under $40 that you're really into. And I think that's a cool thing because the way, and Eric, maybe you can comment on this because I'm sure you're hunting and you know all this. I mean, and you can certainly chime in with some of your favorite bottles if you have it ready or you want to tell us about it. But I'm kind of the way that whiskey is going right now. And I wanted to have this conversation with Mark. I told him before, the pricing is outrageous. I don't know. I mean, everything is going up in prices around the country, no matter what, right? But I mean, $140. Tim's talking about $130 for a new Lou honey finished barrel. I mean, what am I missing here?
I mean, that's what I've always seen them for, was around that price, and like
$130.
Yeah, and a lot of like they're more like exotic finishing barrels. Like a lot of that stuff is over $100, $120 or whatever. Like those.
The Ambarana was when it first came out because I got it. It was for $99, and now it's way more than that. It's $100.
When you start dealing with mead and stuff like that, and that finished stuff with honey, it takes a lot of honey. The price goes up, all that stuff. But still, hands down, my favorite honey barrel finish is that short barrel.
Man.
Thank you, Z-Man.
Yeah, there you go.
But it's funny, Eric. You're talking about money and stuff. I'm looking here what I've got on the table, and I don't have a single bottle for this year sitting here. Now I'm sure there's other bottles. I've got Chattanooga single barrel I picked up. I've got Chattanooga Founders 11, but other than those, everything I have here is under $60. And that thrills me, because all we're seeing is price increases.
I'm not going to be able to hold to that, but
no, that's okay. But I'm just kind of tickled that, for once I just kind of look here and do the math. I'm like, hey, wait a minute. This is okay.
Yeah.
No
doubt. So Eric, didn't you get the Jack Daniel's Barrel Proof Rye?
No, I have a Tennessee Taster Barrel Proof Rye, like from like 2019, but I don't.
Somebody in our Discords got maybe it was David Bays. I'm sorry, but DC saying he got it for $87. It's good. Is it good or great? I would expect it to be great. And David was like, "It's not great." And I've seen some people go saying it's amazing. These single barrel ryes that are coming out. So,
I think there's a lot of variants in the
exactly. Barrels, right, Eric? Yeah. The barrels are different. Yep. I mean, it's a single barrel, so you're going to get everything's going to be different. So. I've got one Dad's got for me in Tennessee whenever we go back home, or technically Southwest Virginia. But yeah, I can't wait to dive into it. So,
well, anyway, Marty, you probably missed it last week, but the reason why people are calling him the Savant, we did an Aquavante challenge with Christopher David last week, where Eric bottle called 4 or 5 blinds. Bottle called. Have you ever seen that?
No, I'm too damn stupid to overthink it.
And you called them. Did you call him before he unveiled the clues or after?
So no,
we got.
He gave us the questions.
The questions.
So he gave us the challenge questions, and the next thing he was going to do was
reveal.
Unveil the bottles in no particular order.
And you're like, no, I want to see it. I think I know some of these. And God dang, if you didn't know them 4 of the 5, well, it's amazing.
Nah, I mean the questions definitely helped on that, for sure.
Right.
But not, I don't want to undersell it. It's not like it was, the questions themselves were hard. First of all,
the one that you got, I think was the old line, right? When he said it was distilled in Ohio, but I didn't know what was distilled in Ohio. I should have known it would be old line and was bottled in Maryland. There's only a few distilleries in Maryland anyway. So you picked the right one with that. And the flavor profile
that helped. Plus,
yes,
I was thinking that it was a single malt, or I thought it was either a American single malt or a Scotch the whole time, and I'm just with that profile, like old wine is the only thing that I know that would be American single malt in Maryland, and I had no idea about the Ohio piece of it.
You got the Stag Junior, you got the what else was there? You got
there was a Disco 9,
Disco 9.
Was that Dancing Goat, that corn whiskey.
So there was the 4 of the 5, and the one you didn't get was what? What was the 5th one?
Foregate.
Yeah,
I would have never gotten that right. Yeah,
Anyway, well done, sir. That was pretty impressive last week.
Yeah, that's killer, dude.
Nulu toasted was at $100, already out of bounds. The honey barrel should be Yeah, that's what I don't get. I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I know Nulu back in the day when they were doing their finishing stuff, the VDNs, it was $79, which was still high, and now everything's going up to $99, and now I saw this $130 for. I mean, is he really moving product at $130 for a Nulu honey barrel? I mean, I didn't buy it. I'd be interested in buying it at like $79 or $80. But not at 130. Not doing it. I don't know.
I'm the same way. I'm not buying it at that price.
No.
There might be other, like, if it was a pick that somebody like really like established that I trust their palate was doing it, and it was like one of those finishes, whether it was honey or whatever the experimental series, then maybe I'd go for it. But that's probably the only way I'm buying a Nulu, and the only Nulu I own, in fact, is a Mash and Journey pick. It was that Tawny Port that they got.
Well, Joe's mentioned here. Have you ever seen a Bowman store pick here or in Pennsylvania or in Maryland? Eric, doing any hunting? I haven't either. So that's interesting. All right. So Eric, do you have any? You want to give a bottle that you really are into from 2023, or no? You don't want to. You don't want to go down that route.
Sure. I mean, my big one from this year, and I missed the beginning of the show, so I don't know which ones you guys talked about. So
we're just two in.
Yeah, we're just
probably. Yeah.
So Elijah Craig Barrel Proof A123 is just like such a phenomenal batch for me.
One of mine too. It's one of mine.
Yeah.
There it is. Yeah. All right. So you stole one of mine. That's perfect though. You got it out of the way. I agree with you. Now listen, I was on all last year. Me and Andy were like, we think we like I don't know if it's just because we're stupid, but we were like, I think I like Larceny better than last year's Elijah Craig Barrel Proofs. We were drawn to it, and we had this year's A123 from Elijah Craig and A123 from Larceny. I liked them both, and I'm like, I don't know, Andy. I think Elijah Craig's better, but I don't know. And we blinded them, and sure enough, it crushed. When you put them side by side, Elijah Craig. I mean, not that Larceny was bad, but this Elijah Craig A123 is amazing. Now, the question I have for you, Eric, and Marty. What does this mean for B, which is probably out now? Have anybody seen B? I haven't seen B.
No, it was here early last year, but I have yet to smell it. If it wasn't for Greg and Rob, I wouldn't have the A batch.
So what does that mean for B and C? Because I think they usually progressively get better. B sometimes is the best, but usually B or C is the best. If A is already an amazing hitter, what the hell does that mean? The whole age statement thing, I know, I get it, but I don't really care about that. That to me is frivolous bullshit. Why do you care about if it's a half year younger? If it takes,
I gotta give a shout out real quick.
Yeah,
Nancy Fraley's here. Cheers to my cohort from Southwest Virginia. Cheers, Nancy.
Blending the first two batches still also artist cact. Oh well, that's one of my next ones. I mean, first of all, there it is, the artist. Listen, I can't wait for the actual cash strength of these ryes to come out, but this is for $40 or $45. Marty, have you had it yet?
Mm-mm.
Oh, Eric, have you had this yet?
Have not.
You need to go. Well, maybe wait till Nancy gets done blending. She's doing the artist. Now this is it. So maybe when she gets done blending this. Focus. There it is. I absolutely love it. It's at 99 proof. It's amazing. And Nancy, we want to ask you something. Our pick we did, which you know of. Thank you for all the heads up. We want to bring you on our channel one time. I'm going to put it on the spot here. Andy's not here. I can do what I want, right? I can do what I want. We want to bring you on to taste our single barrel pick, so you can let everybody know how amazing it is. That's what I want to do. I want to see if Nancy Fraley, or you can tell us it's complete shit. But then I would say, well, it came from your lot, so I'll throw it back on you. No, I'm just joking. But we'd love to send you some of our first ever single barrel pick, Nancy, because you were so instrumental in us getting that. So I'm glad you're here. Andy's in the hospital right now. I hate to tell you that. He had knee surgery and has had tons of complications over the last week. So if he watches this, he'll love to know that you were in here and that you're blending some of this amazing artist right here. Guys, I'm telling you, you can actually get this, I hate to say it, on Sealbacks right now if you want. It's available. But or go to Total Wine and get it a little bit cheaper. Anyway, thank you for. I'm way behind the chat. So Eric, you said A123 from Elijah Craig. My question to you was, what does that mean for B and C? What do you think?
I have the B right now.
Jesus. I just asked you, have you seen it? How did you get it?
It's out. It released it in some parts of Delaware. I got it at
that's right. You sent me that. So have you had it?
Yes.
Is it not better? It's not better then. Yeah, obviously not better.
What I'll tell you is that the nose on it is phenomenal. Like the nose is a B batch nose, and the palate so far to me comes across like very oak forward, very spice forward. Like I'm waiting to see if it's going to open up and give a little bit more, because right now, like the palate is not matching the nose. Like
really,
if what came through in the nose came across on the palate, I think it would be killer. So I don't know if it's just it needs a little bit more airtime, and we're going to get some of that. So It is a good batch, but I don't think that it is better or on par with the A batch. That's just personal opinion.
No,
and off of like 2 pours. So
yeah,
take that for what you
when
will.
you first poured the Elijah A123, you didn't have to have that reservation. I don't remember having that reservation.
No, right? I think it got better, but like it was already
correct,
pretty phenomenal up front.
Right. Anyway, all right. So there you go. I've kind of given away one of my other picks for this year was that, again, this is a $40 bottle of whiskey, 45. It's fantastic. I mean, this rye whiskey. I mean, Nancy's talking about blending the next batch of it right now as we speak. I mean, guys, it's amazing. It's so good. And when the cash strengths come out, I think in August, and Nancy, you can correct me, but when we had John and John on, he thought it might be later this summer that the cash strengths might be coming out. Maybe that's changed. I don't know. I don't want to put the horse before the cart, but I can't wait for cash strength rise from still off to come out. I think that should be our next pick. That's what I think it should be. But no, I'm just joking. We'll vary it up. All right, Marty, you got another one for us?
Yeah, it's actually a March 2023 release, and you have to get it in 16 ounces because I think the flavor profile's a little better. But it's the Miller Lite aluminum.
Oh, it's March 23. So
it's March of 23. So it's relatively new. The age statement is hit or miss. No, I'm just kidding.
I hear they added some more hops to it.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go ahead and get this one out of the way because I think I know Todd's got it.
There it is. Yeah,
I'm sure Eric's had it, but it's the Bardstown Origin.
Hold on, I think we've all. I mean, is there anybody out there that doesn't like this first offering from Bardstown? I mean, who would say they didn't like this?
And as you can see, it's very good.
It's really good. Now, you like that over the Bottled and Bond, correct?
I do. But it was weird last night watching the Canes get their ass kicked. I went back to the Bottled and Bond, and it opened up more, and it got better for me. So I won't kick it out of bed for eating crackers yet, but you know what? It's still reasonable for the price. So you know what? I'll probably end up buying another one of it. I'd love to try the rye. It's not here yet, but these things, I don't know how this works. Maybe Eric, maybe Todd, maybe or Ben or Nancy, somebody in the chat will know. Saucy may already know, but I think these are replacing the Fusion series.
That's what I thought, but I thought
Correct.
I saw Fusion.
Yep.
So if you've got 3 bottles replacing 1 Fusion, that's a pretty damn good pickup.
Agreed. I think the question though is, so what's the age statement on these Origin series? They're
6 years. Everything's 6 years.
Are they going to stay at 6 years? Is that how it's going to be? It's going to be 6 years.
You know what? I would think with, and we were at Bardstown in March, and the daggone rick houses they've got now, it blow your mind with all the barrels that's in there. So I think you may see a consistent for 6 years, maybe for a while.
Yeah.
But I think their age statements are going to get bigger. So
I mean,
things are coming, and then when they got bought out, the money's there. So I don't know. It's going to be fun to watch.
Marty,
did you better to see, I guess, there because it's going to be fun to taste.
Did you try any of them at Cast Strength when you were there?
No, because I was so hooked on drinking their dusty bottles from their back room that I just stayed away.
Yeah, I went into the whiskey library. I didn't dare drink anything, but
That's a good question right there, Ben. Nancy, you haven't been down to Still Austin yet, and you're welcome to thief as much as you want out of there and just say how great it is if you want. But she would know where it's at. It's actually getting dumped, I think, next week, or later this week. So I can't wait for Nancy to try it. Oh, I can't wait for all you guys to try it. I can't wait to get this bottle out. Oh, it's so good. Anyway, here's actually, look. You know what I do? I keep this around so I can just smell it. It's losing its. Oh, that's all. There it is. There's what we picked, Nancy. Oh, there it is. There it is. Is she still here? She's probably not here. I'm going to put myself up.
Yeah, me and Nancy are catching up with kinfolk and back in Bristol and stuff.
Well, we have another guest here, guys. I think it's all good to know that a cowboy's in the house. We all know who that is. There he is. What's going on, Sean?
What's up, people? How we doing? Good to see you guys.
Are you ready to give some? I mean, I know you have a channel. You're probably going to give away some of this stuff, but maybe you can give us a little behind the curtain look of what Whiskey Wars is absolutely really loving this year. Maybe just give some.
I mean, so I usually don't do my whiskeys a year till the end of the year. So by then, people have completely forgotten. So it's fine.
But tell us what you're really into. How's that?
Yeah, so I actually poured one of them. Loving this guy. So this is the Blue Corn whiskey, but it's finished in Cabernet barrels, and it makes a world of difference. Man, this thing is phenomenal. And I got a whole list ready, but we'll go around the horn as usual. Just want to say real quick though, before you move on. Andy, wherever you are, if you're seeing us in the future, love you, buddy. Hope for a quick recovery. Hopefully the swelling goes down, not a lot of scar tissue, all that kind of stuff. I've had friends that had knee surgeries and it sucks. So yeah, wish you all the best, man.
That's nice. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to watch that. I'm hoping he's asleep. The fact that he's not in the chat means he's probably sleeping, which is a good thing because he did have a procedure around 5 or 6.
Yeah, but he's probably seen the show before too.
That's true. Exactly, guys.
And that's for you, Joe Graves.
I love seeing you. How about everybody back? Eric, good to see you back, man. I haven't seen you in forever, dude. I love seeing you back. And
Eric
the Barbarian.
There you go. Look at that. She's gonna steal some. Don't worry, with Nancy, we will send you a nice bottle with our. We haven't said the name yet. I can't do it without Andy. We were gonna unveil the name like tonight probably too, and the logo, but I can't do that without Andy. Literally have a heart attack.
Patreon first, then live.
There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Just want to say, since Nancy is here, if everything works out, we will be doing a blind this Friday on the live of the November, February, March, and April Nancy picks. What is the best Nancy pick?
March.
Probably so. But
I haven't had. What you said you had November. What was it? November. I don't think I've had November.
November, February, March, and April.
I didn't have April. I had May. Andy left it here. I've got it now.
There you go.
It's
all yours now.
Right before he went on have surgery, and I also got the Eau de Bourbon from Still Austin. He didn't take it with him, so I feel like that's an open invitation for me to drink it all.
Don't remind him, right?
Yeah, he's all put up on meds. He's not gonna remember any of this. He'll forget about the bottle all the time. No, I'm just joking. I wouldn't do that. I'll drink a little bit of it. Anyway, that's awesome, Sean. So that's Friday night.
Yeah, that's the plan. As long as everything works out, that is the plan.
Wow. So are you doing a great shot, or is it just you doing it?
Yeah. So it'll be right there. Mark Mace. He said he's looking forward to it. Awesome. So he has samples. Great Shot has samples, and then of course I have the bottles. So yeah, we're gonna go through them together and see if we have a definitive winner. So yeah.
My guess would be that it would be definitely. I think March. And well, let's get to my next bottle.
There you go.
Yeah. I think this might be my favorite bottle of the year so far. It's the March Nancy Fraley Still Austin Cash Strength pick. And it's just a glorious bottle. I mean, I've drank. I don't want to drink any more of it. Is that's the problem?
I mean, I'm kind of with you. I'm at about the same point.
And I'm going to give it.
Oh my God! My guitar stand. Are you seeing this here? My guitar stand caught a bottle.
Yeah. Oh Jesus!
Good job, guitar stand. That would have shattered for sure. Yeah, it was like this.
Is that the Doug and Fred bottle?
Yeah, that's Friday and Fred.
That's how great that bottle is.
It saves itself. Thank God. But yeah, I mean, I'm with you, Todd. I mean, look at that, about the same level. I hate to touch it because it's like sacred juice there.
There you go. All right, perfect, Nancy. I will we'll work that out. Hopefully, sometime maybe in July that you have some free time right before the bottle drops to our wonderful Patreon members. So, would love to
April also is very good, though. I mean, Nancy. I mean,
I have not. Yeah, I mean, listen. It's like, again, I say this all the time. What's your favorite kid? I mean, they're all amazing. It's like, how do you pick one? It'll be fun to be blind. Look at this guy,
Joe in the house. What's up, man?
What's up, brothers?
Joe, how are you, man?
Cheers.
We're just, hey, first of all, sweet shirt there, brother. And then secondly, I know you have some amazing bottles that you've acquired so far in this year. And maybe you'll put this on your channel, but maybe similar to Sean, you can give us a little taste of what Independent Joe's really loving from 2023 so far. I don't want you to I know you probably do your own channel stuff. So maybe give us one or two that you really love.
For 2023?
Yes, that you've had in 2023 that's going to maybe be on your end of, we're almost halfway through the year. So I'm thinking, okay, what have we had so far that you've really loved, that you've opened up, you bought, and this is like, oh my gosh, this is fantastic. It's moved me. This is something that I wish I bought another bottle of. It's one of those bottles that just resonates.
Let's see.
Oh, I put him on the spot. He didn't see the topic.
I didn't see that question.
All right, we'll come back to you, Joe. We'll come back to you. It's okay.
Okay.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but that's what we're talking about. Sort of our favorite bottles. So next pour I'm going to have is this. I'm going to pour some. Sean, if you want to drink some with me, just a tad pour.
Yeah. Let me kill this Balcones and then. And
you too could win a Nancy Fraley single barrel pick from March that I think is probably the best. Well,
cheers, Tim.
It may be exclusive to the 90s. I don't know. We'll see.
Let me tell you, folks, if you don't have access to that bottle, you should hop on the super chat just for that bottle, if nothing else.
Yeah, I agree.
Todd's like, oh crap, I forgot. We had to give this one away.
Right, I'm giving this away now. Yep, that's right.
Well, dang it!
It's okay. It's for you guys. And you can have this, and then you can either save it and try it next to the 21090 single barrel pick. Ooh. Or just
can't wait for that guy. Cannot wait.
I wouldn't.
Hey, Todd, did you see Nancy's comment?
No, I got to get down. I'm waiting.
She's going through 20 or so samples today.
From Still Austin?
Yeah. They'll all be 5-year plus once July hits.
Oh.
Heck, yes.
5 years plus? All right, I'm way behind on chat. I'm sorry. Where did I see that? There we go. Boom.
There you go.
Five. So our barrel's 3 years. So it's not 5 years. That's awesome. Holy cow. So Nancy, the question I have for you then is that going into a blend? Are they potential single barrels? What do we, did she say? No. Oh, potential Still Austin Nancy picks. Okay, all single barrels. Wow. Holy moly, we didn't get access to those barrels. And rightfully so. Wow. That's, geez, Mark, paging Mark, Mr. Great Shot. We need that. You might as well just take
I was just about to say the same there, Todd.
All right. Well, what is the March Nancy and Fraley pick? What is the age statement on that? It's 4 years. Okay, so it's 4. All right. So it's not whatever. You know what? Age statement. If it tastes good, it tastes good. I don't really care. I mean, I do care.
That is some phenomenal bourbon right there.
All right. So here it is.
Oh, that is lovely.
Now, Joe, have you tasted the greatness of Nancy Fraley's single barrel picks from Still Austin?
Not those ones, but I'm drinking that right now. Some Still Austin cask strength.
Cask strength, which is amazing. I get you that, but it's not this.
That's true. It's not.
Yeah, mine doesn't have a fancy tag, but it does have Nancy's name on the bottle. So
that it should because she blends it all.
There you go. So it's practically the same.
Well, no, it's not. But it's good anyway. No,
I mean, she's putting out a lot of product. I mean, and I haven't tasted anything that isn't good from Nancy. I mean, I every year I get at least one Joseph Magnus cigar blend, and I mean, and actually 152 is one from this year that I really like. As far as your question earlier, I also like the 4-Gate 5 Collaboration 5. The Hard Truth Caramel Malt is pretty good. The Chattanooga Founders 11th edition is pretty good.
I didn't see Chris.
So one disappointment, what I would say, is maybe the Heaven Hill 20 year, but I'm still trying to let that one open up a little bit.
it was a disappointment.
Yeah, for me.
All right. Okay.
I mean, I know some people liked it. Some people, I mean, it's a 20-year whiskey, so it's. I mean, some people just like that profile. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just for me, I thought it would be a little bit different. And
all right,
Todd, if you don't mind, Joe just I'd like to hear Joe's more fuller thoughts on that. Like, what was kind of maybe not amazing about it, I guess, or whatever the case.
Well, I like the flavor, but it's just like a corn cereal or corn malt. It's just like a cereal, maybe kind of like that candy corn, but a little bit dry, a little bit more dry, and it doesn't really coat too well on the palate as I thought it would comparatively to last year's release of Heaven Hill 17. I mean, of course, totally different. One is more has just more of a fruity flavor profile to it, while this one is I mean, it's just a straight corn whiskey. So if you like corn whiskey, you're gonna like it. I mean, cool. I was thinking more of a buttery, creamy type, maybe like a sweet cornbread type thing, but I haven't got that yet, and maybe I just got to let it open it up.
There you go.
So it might change.
Yeah.
All right, where are we on? Hold on. There's someone in the basement here. Let's bring him up. We're talking about Still Austin, and hopefully getting more Nancy picks, especially when she's got 5-year picks coming.
Heck yeah.
Buddy. There he is.
Great shot in the house.
He's like our dealer. He's our dealer. He's our Austin dealer.
There he is. He's our dealer for sure.
He's our.
I'm the push man.
Oh man, how are you, Mark? How are
you? Great song right there.
Doing great.
Cheers, buddy.
Now listen to this. JH said if you like the Still Austin Rye whiskey at 99.6 proof, then you're gonna love the 118 proof cask version. Yes, Mark. Sean. Mark, we are all waiting for that eagerly.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, man.
I don't think you can probably buy enough of that.
They won't let me buy a case when I walk in the door.
Why not?
Yeah, for 2 bottles.
Just tell
2
them
bottles per person.
Tell them you're here for $210.90, and then they will say, "Who is that?" They'll say, "Who is that?"
You're gonna have to bring the wife with you, Mark.
That's right.
Yeah.
There you go.
The wife and the best friend. At least I came out with 6 anyway. You know.
There you go.
There you go.
I'm drinking.
What's up,
I
Twister?
switched from the Ardbeg Ugadal to this one that I got for Whiskey Wars there, the Rebecca Creek Double Oaked.
Oh, right.
Yeah, cool, man.
It's pretty good.
Did you say Ardbeg Ugadale?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, hold on.
After you get down in it, put a couple drops of water in it.
Oh, well, I had it in a wee Glam, so I took it in the house.
Yeah.
Nancy, look at this. She's gone through
That's
120 Still Austin barrel samples today. What the heck? We could only be so lucky. Look at this guy. He made it back.
Been in the house.
He made it back, man. He's back from Mexico. I can't believe it.
The hair looks different.
He looks like he rode on the outside of the plane. Cheers, buddy.
Apparently, it was very windy in Mexico.
Ben, I think you're cool.
Yeah,
he's been sitting in front of the AC since he's been back.
I had to find the mute. Does this shit still work?
It still works.
Oh, yeah.
It still works.
Yeah,
Todd, what you got next, Todd?
I'm still working on the recovery. This is still. I had 2 showers now, and the hair still won't lay down.
Ben, how was Mexico, Ben?
Hot as fuck.
Yeah, well, that. No whiskey, and you're glad you're back, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Okay.
The problem wasn't how hot it was outside. The problem was that the resort we were at didn't have real air conditioning. They had cooling over pipes, so it was still humid and 75 in your room. Between 75 and 80, so you never cooled down. That was my problem.
Real quick, Sean, on this Nancy March pick, it's so different. It's got savoriness and I get big time vanilla creme brulee sweetness. It's just I've never even almost tasted anything like this before. It's amazing, simply amazing. What do you get?
Yeah, so palate, absolutely agree.
Yeah.
And then like I love the finish on this thing.
Jesus.
The finish is just
Dynamite.
gorgeous. Hard to even. So there's so much going on in the finish that it's hard to even. Note.
It's just amazing, right?
It's like maybe like a Coca-Cola root beer thing going on with like the creme brulee and all the caramels and brown sugars and all that lovely stuff and the oaks and it's just. It's
I think that cola finish is pretty much standard for these single barrels.
Yeah. It's really, really good. You wanted me to my next one, Marty? I'm going to go out
hit it
before it's almost gone. Listen, I'm a huge advocate of Hughes Bella Bedford. I love this whiskey. This is the thing. You see a Nulu single barrel pick from Steelback that's finished in honey barrels that for $130, or I can get a 10-year Hughes Bella Bedford rye that is absolutely amazing for the same price. I'll take this every day of the week. I'm telling you, I don't know why people sleep on this.
Or you could buy a Templeton or Redemption for under 100, and it's the exact same whiskey.
All right, shut up, Ben. I don't have that. Whatever. Okay.
Yes, you do.
It's exact same whiskey.
It's 95.5 MGP, 10 years old.
Well, you can still blend things differently. This is a single barrel, so no, it's not. All right, I don't know, Ben. I like this one. All right, stop screwing with my list. Okay, who brought this guy up here? There you go. He's gone. No, there you go. Anyway, so hold on. Here we go. So you're not a big fan of Hughes Bella Bedford, then I take it.
I've tasted it, and it's good 95.5 MGP rye.
Okay, and you think
almost every one I've had has been a single barrel pick, and it's good 95.5.
Is it not worth $130?
In my
Most
opinion,
whiskeys aren't worth
it's a little high, but but at the same time, it's less than
Nashville Barrel 9-year. Nashville Barrel 9-year. What's Nashville Barrel 9-year? It's $179.
Yeah, well, NBC is also a little on the pricing, but
way up there.
Thanks, Nancy. I'll get there early.
But if you go get yourself a Templeton 10-year or a Redemption 10-year, it's not a single barrel, but it's
imaginary pick. I'm a big fan. Drank almost the whole bottle, and it's fantastic. All right, Marty, what do you got next?
I have
Nancy. Go look at Nancy. She's just blowing. She's doing Still Austin. She's doing Magnus Cigar Blend Badges tomorrow. When's the Wyoming whiskey coming next? Okay. When's the Outrider?
She did that yesterday.
Oh, that what it was? Dang, I missed that. Oh well.
I don't know.
I have these are hit or miss, but they're pretty widely available, and that's one of the reasons I went with it. Is the Knob Creek rye picks?
Hell yeah, man! Hell yes! I've got one from
these 115s are pretty solid. And they stay consistent.
Yeah, I agree.
So I do like these a lot. I've got a couple of them. But no, I do enjoy these for $58, I think, maybe in that range. So yeah, I do dig it.
Oh, there you go. I really look forward to it. There you go. All right, there you go. Hook up with Marty. He's the best. So there you go.
Yeah, we're kin. We just don't want to tell anybody.
Sounds like heaven. I love seeing Eric back. Eric is great. I'm sorry, Marty. I'm putting on you.
I got a couple pictures that'll make her deny it.
What's that? Funny guy.
Templeton 10-year. Yeah,
right,
that's one I want to pick up.
Eric, do you have any other bottles that you are really loving so far? You've mentioned the Elijah Craig A123. What else? Anything else?
And this is like the opposite end of the spectrum, like as far as pricing and availability and everything like that. But Old Carter Batch 14, I thought was phenomenal.
Bourbon?
Yeah, bourbon. Sorry. Yep, bourbon.
I thought Batch 10 American whiskey was better.
I have Batch 9 of the American whiskey,
Which
but no,
I would
too. Yeah.
I think their American whiskeys are the better than their bourbons. I just think that the flavor profile for them are.
Which ones?
Old Carter.
Yeah.
I love their American whiskeys. It's like yellow cake with icing. That's what the American whiskeys. And the ryes are freaking. I love them because they're baking spice mint bombs. And it's what I love about them. So anyway,
go Yankees.
Go screw the Yankees. I know what happened. The Yankees are winning now. Jesus Christ.
No, they won. Thank you.
They won
in 10.
Damn it. Stupid Yankees. All right, Sean, you got another one for us?
All right, now, babe.
Not
Excuse me. What?
He's not talking to me.
No, I'm not.
By the way,
yes.
I am not babe, by the way.
What's that, babe?
No, I'm talking to multiple people at once. I do love you guys though. All right, so I mean, we kind of covered one. You know, Still Austin. We'll decide on Friday what is the best Still Austin I own, but it's probably going to be the March.
Okay.
I guess.
Now, so with that out of the way, I got to go with a rye. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna stay with Still Austin because, like you, I really love this rye. I mean, Todd already talked about it.
Yes.
But yeah, guys, get
$45. Are you kidding me?
Get this bottle. Get
How
this
much
rye.
is
it? $45.
It is phenomenal. It's a freaking great rye.
It's
all right, great shot. We'll have to hit you up for that. I didn't realize that rye was there.
That we're waiting for the cash strength version.
Just over my shoulder.
I mean, I think Mark probably drinks that as like his morning coffee. I think it's so readily available near him.
Hey Ben, that Templeton 10 years, is that a single barrel?
It's about a daily.
No,
It's not.
not a single barrel, but it's all 10-year or older MGP 95.5 for like $80 to $90.
Well,
Yeah, it's like a $79.99 here.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
You're not going to be sad.
Mine's a single barrel.
You have a single barrel one? Cool.
Says single barrel on top.
It's on the top
it a barrel?
label. Isn't it?
Joe, let me see.
Maybe
Joe. Hold on,
it is.
Joe. Hold on, Joe.
Hold it back up there, Joe. Yeah, that's the one I see here, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe that is a single barrel. I know the others weren't, but
Joe's
there
got
it is.
everything.
You like
Single
it, Joe?
barrel.
Pretty
I
good.
believe it.
Does it suck?
No, it's pretty good.
Okay, good.
There you go.
But this is, I think, last year's or the year before. I've had it for a while. I rotate a lot through whiskey, so.
Well, one of the reasons Templeton has to be lowered price is because they were one of the originators of not disclosing more lying where their whiskey was from, saying it wasn't MGP, and then they got hit with a class action lawsuit. So that's one of the reasons it's a lower cost whiskey, because they're still licking their wounds.
Oh no, the darkest. The August pick is the darkest. Here, Mark, put a note on August. We got a bunch we need to get. I assume it's a leaker barrel.
I need that.
I'm gonna have to get there early to make sure I get a couple bottles of that for sure before it
go back to the
disappears.
car and you come back and get two more. You just keep doing that.
What he needs to do? Do you have a Home Depot that's near the distillery? You just go pick a couple of guys up and you know.
I'll pick up Jose and
Oh no,
the other guy. Yeah.
Hey, great shot. You need to start telling everybody you live like in Alaska or something.
Appreciate that, buddy.
Yeah, I need to
I
do
really
the
appreciate
same.
that, Richie.
Yeah. I think people at the UPS store are like, "Hey, weren't you just in here?" You know, hey, I ship a lot of barbecue sauce. You know, my guy in Kentucky, he loves my barbecue sauce.
Yeah, mine is beard oil.
I have to ask, since we have Nancy here, her thoughts on the June pick that's coming. I assume that's already picked.
Well, if August is picked.
Well, we can ask her that. And Nancy, the other thing is Andy may be out in Kirby later this year if he ever gets through this knee surgery. We're actually in the area of Wyoming for work. We've talked to them. Let's set something up. I mean, that'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? That'd be cool. Don't you guys think it'd be cool? Wyoming whiskey, maybe? Andy there? I think that'd be cool. I think that'd be really cool.
Nice.
Hey, I have to ask, since Nancy's here, I'd love to get her thoughts on the coming June Nancy pick.
Did he
I
just said that.
I think there was a glitch in the matrix.
Yeah, I was like,
She said it sucked.
Is it? You just said that, right?
Okay, so I got cut off, and I wasn't sure what got heard and what
sorry.
didn't. So
They changed something.
no, I don't mean cut off by you. I mean by my internet.
You said it with the same expression and the same hand mannerism and everything. It was just like, what the heck just happened?
It was exactly the same.
Neo, run.
Okay, well, that's my bad. I wasn't sure if it came through or not because I saw my internet go down for a second there. So my bad.
Let's see what she said. I'm trying to get the chat really quick. I'm sorry.
You scared everybody on screen.
Buzzard Roost. Ooh, there you go.
Deja vu there for
Mark
everybody.
H. Buzzard Roost. JH. Okay, haven't happened yet. I'm not even close to being caught up. Damn it. I'm sorry. I'm not usually like this. There's Nancy. Let's see. I've been going through the oldest Wyoming whiskey, old stock from
Jacob, Dan,
yeah.
Adam,
Heck
Brian.
yes. There you go. Wyoming whiskey. There's Jack. Jacob. All right. Everybody's saying hi to Jacob. I'm trying to.
Jake.
Let's get there. Let's get there. Come on.
Dan.
Deathless Dan's here. What's up, man? Everybody wants to know what you're eating on your stream this week or drinking. That's crazy. What's up, Adam? Good to see you, buddy.
Eric, you got another bottle?
Live wire.
So,
all right.
I would say I didn't know that we were able to do single barrel. So I was
hell yeah.
I was thinking of all like my my regular releases, which is not a lot. But if we can do single barrels, I would say Driftless Glen Rye. I mean, I like
there you go.
That blood orange, the Mash and Journey pick. I like that a lot, but I would say in general, like Driftless is a great option right now for craft.
Agreed.
If you loved it that much, why did you get rid of
Dude.
it?
If you wanted it that bad, why didn't you get to the link on time?
Oh no!
Because I was waiting on 2 and 2.
Yankees.
I'm a
I
good
was
friend,
trying to be
Ben.
a good guy.
Hey
I
Ben,
know.
did you ever pick up
Everybody
that the bottle you said you possibly had for me, or do I? I mean, I didn't pick
right
it
over there.
Yeah, but
Actually,
you
you want
never
this
tell
one, Todd? You're a huge fan of these guys, and I'm not.
Yeah.
You want this?
Yeah, I'll take it. You just sure.
That one's here, Todd.
No, I know that one's here.
No, it's here for me. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
No, he doesn't
Not
have
a
this
pig.
one.
Not a pig.
Hold on.
What pick is it?
The Chuggers. Oh shoot! What is that?
S.A.
And you don't like it?
It's not that I don't like it, but you've hooked me up with some things that I couldn't
I would
get my hands on.
100% take that.
And
Thank
I
you.
know you're a big fan of their stuff, so I'm not the hugest fan of their stuff. So
Interesting.
Interesting.
Hey Ben,
And I gotta send you a hand
let me ask
delivery
you
anyway.
this.
I
Hey Ben,
appreciate it.
since we're kind of going down a
I was talking about the
turn
Kings
road
County
here.
Rye, by the way, barrel proof rye. Kings County barrel proof rye, which I can't wait
yeah,
to
it's
try.
over there. You want me to go get it?
No, but just tell me how much I owe you, and I'll send it to you, and you can send it to me. I want to drink.
I
the
gotta
damn thing.
look. I don't know.
Okay, no worries. All
Thank
right.
you, Nancy. Appreciate it.
Oh,
Hey
I'm sorry.
Ben, what's been your biggest disappointment?
Ooh, that actually sounds
Sam.
interesting.
What?
Sean.
Yeah.
I mean, you
Yeah,
can think
those
about it.
blueberries.
I'm just curious.
Interesting.
And
Blueberry.
that could be something you do on your stream or something. I don't know.
No, the problem is I'm still stuck in 2022.
Yeah, me too. That's yeah.
Biggest disappointment of 2023 so far. What did I try that I was really disappointed in?
What's that damn one I've got?
So that
up here?
means the 8. So hold on. The June Nancy Fraley pick is pushing 5 years.
Yep.
It's pushing 5 years.
Got to be close to it. Yeah.
Hey Ben,
Yeah.
this one for me.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry.
Oh, Kathleen Key, yeah, that was. But I tried that last year, so. But yeah, it's disgusting.
Nice bottle though.
No, it's great. Yeah, it weighs a ton. I'm going to have to set it down because I'm about to lose my
Eve
breath.
ran away. But anyway.
Yes, I'm doing a Patreon giveaway tonight. So if you guys, Christopher David is giving out. It's one of my. I'll get to it in a second. Art side, give me 1 second. My other one of my favorite whiskeys of this year. There's two of them, Sagamore. Of course, the 8-year I think is fantastic. By the way, so I'll give away the 8-year. I don't know if it's my favorite from them, but it's fantastic. Is it better than the 8-year from last year? I think we need to do a side by side on that. They're really good. But I'm blown away by this bottle right here. This is their distillery exclusive. It's the Wood Stove Imperial Stout Cast Aged Rye, and I'm telling you guys, this thing right here is all sorts of.
What's the proof on that, Todd?
The proof is 92 proof. 92 proof. So it's lower proof.
That's okay.
But it's so good. I mean, you taste the stout in this. It's just amazing. So if you like, I don't know. Think of it if you like the Westland single malt stout finish. It's not a single malt, but it's freaking amazing. And it's not a rye, but it's amazing. I love this bottle. So I don't know if anybody's had this. Probably not. So I have some of my favorite finished whiskeys this year, and I've stopped drinking it because I didn't want it to go away, and because it's gone once that bottle's gone. So you'll get a sample of the 8-year if you haven't had it. It's fantastic. It just came out this year, and then this distillery exclusive. Now for my final, I'm not giving away all three, but I'll give away one, whatever you want. It's the Maryland Heritage Single Barrel. Now next week we're going to have Justin and George on, and we're going to be going over these single barrels. These are it, man. These are 14-year-old MGP ryes that they got a hold of and blended. And these are the single barrels. Now, there's also a BPR that I don't have, that Christopher David has. So the Patreon giveaway tonight is samples of these from Christopher David. I can't take credit for this, but I'm going to give away in this whole thing. I'll get, you know what? Screw it. You'll get 3 of these. I'll give away an ounce pour of each of these.
Hell to the yes.
I'll give away. So everything I put up tonight. There you go. There you go. I don't have. Thank you, Joe. I like that. Thank you. I don't have the BPR, but I'll give you. I'm telling you, they're amazing. So I'll send these out tomorrow. So maybe you could have them in time for next week when we have Justin and George on, and you can drink with us. So there's my 10 bottles so far that I love.
Yeah, Mark.
And there you go. So that's what I've got.
I love the Sagamore 5-year bottled and bond.
So let me go to the wheel. You guys talk amongst yourselves. Somebody take a hold of this. Sean, Marty,
I'm sipping
Joe.
on this Sherwood right now.
Oh, how good is
It's
that?
funny how nobody ever
It's
asked me.
really good.
Ben, you too. Sorry, you're at the bottom. I can't see. All right, Ben. Here, let me put you up.
He's so good.
Look at me. You really can't.
You got it.
There you go. All right. I'm going to start.
Well, Marty asked the question because, everybody thinks of me as the awful pessimistic one.
Why?
He said, what was my most disappointing thing I've tried this year?
Ooh.
I don't have a bottle of it because it was so disappointing. I'm glad I got to try it before I bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Here's a bottle I love from them. It's called Boone County. This happens to be a maple cask finish, but they released their first time ever their own distillate, the Kentucky Pot Still single barrels.
Really?
And at 5 years, and
Nice.
no bueno compared to their MGP stocks.
Oh, really?
No,
it's no bueno.
No bueno.
Really?
That's
I didn't try the rye yet, but the bourbon was. I mean, because I'm a big fan of theirs, especially if anybody knows their old 1833s, their old MGP stocks.
Mm-hmm.
Even this is finished MGP. Huge fan of it. And
well, you love MGP juice. You're
got to try it, and
really,
yeah. But on the lighter note, so far I've had very little this year that's blown me away. And this has probably been the number one thing to blow me away. You were kind of talking about it earlier. It's the
I can't see what you're
Bardstown Origin Weeder.
There you go.
Come on, you can focus, you stupid camera.
It looks like my camera.
Come on, you can do
All
it.
right, I'll go ahead and put it up then.
You can do it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
There it is.
Mine is somewhere.
I must be on the opposite.
But every
spectrum of
time I
that one.
revisit it, I'm still wowed by it. Especially in the $40 range. It's
amazing.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
I like the white label better.
I think they're both great. And you know what?
One in the $40 range. For
Exactly. I think they're both really good. And I go back and forth which one I like better.
I'll tell you, at barrel strength, the weeder is phenomenal.
At barrel strength.
Yeah.
Hey,
where'd you try that?
At Bardstown.
Oh, there you go. All right, there you go. Makes sense. Cool thing is, I
still got to open the rye. Has anybody tried the rye? I haven't opened it yet.
No, I haven't. I haven't
had it in front of me like 3 times open and never tried it.
Yeah, I tried it, but it was a while ago.
How was it?
Yeah, how was it?
I enjoyed it. I mean, the proof is the only hard thing for me there with the price point and everything. Because it's more like $69-$70 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
it is. It's
I think it was $60, $62 or something like that.
Okay. So it's good, but like I don't know. I just want if it was on the same. I don't know if it was like $50 or if it was higher proof at that price point. I'd be all over it. I feel like, but it's just kind of like an in between thing for me. It's enjoyable, but it's pushing the price.
Yeah.
Which is why you're better off getting a rare character rye.
Right.
That 6-year cask strength. 95.5 Bardstown.
Yeah.
And it's,
I have those.
Hey, Jody.
What's up? Jody? Yeah, good to see you, Bourbon Bounty.
Oh, Bourbon Bounty's in the house. Nice.
All right, guys, I'm still entering in the giveaway for Patreon members to the Maryland Heritage Single Barrel Rye samples. We'll have them on next week. Compliments of Christopher David. I saw him in the chat earlier. Chris, you are the man. Thank you for supplying this because he's actually sent some out to some of our other members. I think Eric, you'll be on next week with us doing that blind. Is that correct?
Yep.
There you go. We'll have Joe Graves, myself. Andy probably won't be on, and then whoever wins this, and also I'm giving away 3 of the 4 in the super chat giveaway. So anybody out there that wants to drink with us, please do.
If Joe's on, I'm definitely here.
There you go. Well, Joe's definitely going to be on.
So the Bardstown Rye, is that 95.5 rye?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I can save my money. Fantastic.
It's not MGP though. Totally different. But it's not MGP, is it?
No, it's different rye. It's different.
Oh, okay.
It's different
not
still.
MGP.
Maybe I should have worded that differently then. I was asking you.
Not MGP.
Yeah.
Hey Todd.
Yes.
On this on the Maryland Heritage series, the Sherwood Rye.
Yes.
You get a kind of an odd licorice note on that.
Yeah, I get more like an anise. Yeah. So yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes.
Anise.
Yeah, anise.
Yeah,
whatever.
not really like the black licorice, but that's sort of like anise.
Yep.
Okay.
I love it though. I think it's fantastic. But it's
something I don't normally get in a whiskey, so it's different.
You're saying the Sherwood, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Sherwood Rye.
Yeah, I also get that a little bit in the. I think it was Andy's. It's Andy's bottle, but it's the Mount Vernon. So, did you get all of them or just that one? Did you
just get that one?
Oh man,
yeah, just that one.
Hey Todd, what's the price on that Mount Vernon? Is it like 180? I saw it in Virginia before I moved.
It was 199, but you're not going to find it anymore. The single barrels are gone, and it was $300 for the single barrel.
Okay.
Yeesh.
Woo. Yep. There's the honey barrels.
Bourbon School. Bardstown what? There's so much stuff. Some of it is very underwhelming.
He means just the distillery in general.
All right.
I was there with him. Like we kind of did the Bardstown, hit a bunch of distilleries, had a blast. Didn't find anything at distilleries, but that's pretty typical on a Saturday. We had fun though.
It's because you didn't have me along.
Oh, yeah, we went to Toddy's and got some decent bottles.
But have you seen Ben's
Did you take him to the buffet though?
No. No, we went to Mammy's instead, which was still kind of a shit show, but for different reasons. The food was fine, but anyway.
If they didn't take him to Stephen Foster's, it wasn't a true Bardstown experience.
This is
Sean,
true.
I have to ask.
If
When
you
you're
didn't get a
at
Kentucky
Mammy's,
hot
did you
brown,
have
it's not a Kentucky experience.
What's that, Eric?
When you're at Mammy's, did you have the butterscotch pie?
I didn't, but I'm not a big dessert guy. So my go-to is the fried chicken with mashed potatoes, gravy, pinto beans, cornbread, and of course whiskey. Although this time not because of reasons, but that's a whole other discussion. Our waitress, that's the problem.
Wheel action.
Here we go.
Don't forget to shuffle.
All right, I will shuffle. I want to read out the names if you let me know if I'm missing anyone. But I went through. We have 33 names, Patreon members for the Maryland Heritage Series single barrel rye samples from Christopher David.
We have 30 me, but that's okay.
Marty, Whiskey Nose is right there.
Damn it! I was trying to get an extra.
All right, there we go.
I don't see my name on there.
Shauna Marie, have you? All right, you know what?
I'm shuffling, I believe.
Hold on. Shauna Marie, Drifting Drams, Bourbon Judge, DMC, Mark Emenecker, Brandon Enals, Whiskey Nose, Bad Axe, Evan Day, Eileen, Jack, Ken Barth, Mr. Great Shot, Robert Shea, David Bays, Ryan Enals, Sugar City, Tim Cornet, William Hall, Whiskey Wars, Washed Up Slash. What are you guys laughing at? Sleep King.
I'm laughing at Brian.
Deathless Dogs.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, you guys didn't comment on this, but I'll bring you in because you're here. So Deathless Dogs.
That's how you win.
No
independent.
independent.
I put you on the wheel and you weren't
independent. Joe. All right, there we go. Anybody else I'm missing?
Nope, you didn't miss anybody else.
Looks like William Hall.
Oh, William Hall.
Oreo
Who's on there?
And Michael Dow.
Hall. Oreo cookie. Anybody else?
Oh, that's the thing. They probably didn't.
They didn't comment, but I'm not going to stop you. They're in the chat. Michael Dow. All right, Michael, I'm sorry. You didn't comment on the thing, but I'll bring you guys in because you're here.
You have William Hall on there twice.
Thank you.
Oh, okay. Well,
come on. You're killing
can't
me.
have that.
No, this is too important.
Good try, William. Good try.
Who?
Is the guy who wins everything the doc on there? Mark Emenecker?
He's on there. Mark's on there. Mark Emenecker is right there.
Okay.
Who else am I missing, guys? And people are saying, "Oh, you missed me." William Hall. I'm in.
Guys didn't follow the rules.
All right, yeah, you didn't follow the rules. You just a comment. All right, here's who I got again. Now we're up to 37. JG, Shauna Marie, Drifting Drams, Bourbon Judge, DMC, Mark Emenecker, Brandon Enos, Whiskey Nose, Bad Axe, Evan Day, Eileen, Jack, Ken Barth, Mr. Great Shot, Robert Shea, David Bays, Ryan Enel, Sugar Kitty, Tim Cornet, William Hall, Whiskey Wars, Washed Up Slash, Sleep King, Mr. Jigs, Saucy Shane, JH, Doug H, The Mash Bill, Matt J, Northwest Bourbon, Sugar Kitty, John Kranz, Bourbon, Dogs, Independent Joe, Oreo Cookie, and Michael Dow.
You missed ODB.
Well, who's that? Damn it. Mark Mace.
Dirty bastard.
Gotta follow the rules. Mark Mace didn't comment. You know what, Mark? I put other people in here. I'm putting you in. I'll put you in. If you're here in the live stream, I'll add you. I know that's against the rules, but it's my show.
You got to put ODB on there also.
Amy Boehm, you didn't get in on this. Who's ODB?
Oh, Dragon Bones?
Indy Joseph. There we go. All right,
dirty bastard. You don't know who.
I know who it is. You think I listen to him, though? Come on, look at me. James Morgan. How are you, man? All right, so I'm going to just spin this wheel. All right, so we have 30. That's pretty good.
DMX.
Half of our Patreon members. What? Who do you think this guy's going to win? Name a name. Come on. Who's going to win?
Probably the last one you added.
Oreo cookie.
Oreo cookie. Oreo going to cook.
Richie says.
Richie. I didn't put Richie in. You missed it.
Is Richie on or because they didn't put the smile after, so I don't know if he's
not on there.
joking.
Richie's not on there. Richie Z is on there now.
That's so close to being the last one.
Now it's 39.
Kathy makes a good point. Todd, you missed out on a lot of dicks. It's not on the board.
Oh, shut up. Z-Man. Z-Man's still here. Z-Man. All right, Z-Man's a Patreon member.
What about Amy Boehm?
I wait for Amy. Yes, Amy needs to be on here. Sorry. I think Amy already has them, though, but Amy, don't you already have them? I think Amy has them. Amy, don't you have these already? I'm pretty sure she has them already.
Which ones? What's the spin?
Yeah, for sure, JH. That's the play there. You get next to somebody from Maryland.
Eric Isaacson, Oreo for the win. All right, I do that. All right, let's do. Before I get screwed this up, Amy's already got these, so she's another one that can drink. Right, Amy? Are you still there? You're still there, right? I believe you won them like 2 weeks ago. Whatever. If not, I'll send her some. No, I can't do that.
Don't kiss
I'm already sending them to.
Here comes.
And by the way, one of these bottles is Andy's that I'm just giving away stuff to. So whatever. Shuffle. We have 40 on here. Thank you to Christopher David for supplying this. Are you guys ready? No? Yes?
Well,
no?
Christopher David,
we are ready.
More of his bottles, couldn't you?
Yeah, she has it. What's that? All right, be quiet. Everybody quiet. We're gonna roll it. Are you guys ready? Let's roll it.
Round and round she goes.
Jacob.
No. There you go, Jake.
Yep. Congratulations.
Jacob. Is he still here? He's probably left.
But
Jack has the Maryland set. That's it. Yes, perfect. Jack is the winner. Way to go, Jack. All right, so if you want to come on, Jacob, we're having them on, and you can certainly come on next week, or you can just drink in the chat with us. So we're going to do them blind. I think you're going to get a blind, the same thing that myself, that Andy, which won't be here, Eric, Joe Graves, Amy, we all have them. We're going to do them blind and figure out what our favorites are. So,
fantastic.
All right, so there you go. Jack is the winner. There you go, Jack. Congratulations, man. All right, anybody else? I gave you all my favorite single barrels. There's 10 of them. So for the super chats, you're going to get both. Ben hates Traverse City, but I love them. The single barrel, the cap.
I don't hate Traverse City, but you love it more than I do, and you hooked me up with a bottle of something I love that I couldn't get.
That's true.
It's in my glass right now.
Thanks. Oh, isn't that good? For $59, you can't beat that. For sure.
And I have a hand delivery to do to you anyway, so
we lost Marty.
It's not like I don't have enough.
We lost Marty? Yeah, he left. He'll be back. He'll be back.
I ended up with a whole pile of bottles from Tax and Duty Free too.
There you go. All right, here's what the super chat's covered. Traverse City finishing Cab Franc and Port. The Ben, you weren't on here when I was talking about this. Old Dominic. They're straight wheat whiskey, Holding Station, single barrel. 8th year. I love this bottle. It's freaking amazing. The straight wheat whiskey.
I haven't tried it.
It's so freaking good.
Looks cool.
So that's up for grabs. Elijah Craig A123. The Still Austin Rye. The Nancy Fraley March pick. Best pick I've had all year. Mash and Journey Hughes Bell Bedford 10-year. Sagamore 8-year. Sagamore Wood Stove Imperial Stout Cask Finish. It's amazing. I can't believe I'm doing this, but all 3 single barrels of the Rise from the Maryland Heritage Series, the Sherwood, the Sherbrooke, and the Mount Vernon. There's 10 whiskeys you're getting. So there you go.
Heck yeah.
And Nancy's still here. I can't believe Nancy's still here. All right. I'm going to start loading that because we're getting late. Anybody else want to talk about their favorite bottles? We've already talked about them. I guess nobody has any more favorite bottles they haven't mentioned.
I got plenty, but I'll
wait
for
shoot. No, Sean, please. Well, I have to load it up. The floor is yours, my friend. Yes.
Okay. Well, I mean, I've talked about it a lot on my channel already, but this bottle right here, this is the Balcones single malt peated. Thanks to the fantastic man below me there, Mr. Great Shot, got this bottle. Yeah, it is awesome.
That's not me, by the way. That's not me.
I don't know what's happening, but it sounds like somebody's ate the wrong food or something. I'm not sure, but yeah, that bottle freaking kicks ass.
Chatty, what's up, man? You rock, brother. You rock. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Man, if you win, Chatty, you can win 10 amazing whiskeys. At least I think they're amazing. You might not, but anyway. JH. Late super chat for the win. Oh, it usually is the winner. So
early times.
Always a good choice.
Oh, I like this. I don't have to do this anymore. The sound effects are coming through. I like that. Joe, is that you? Joe, you're awesome.
No, that's not me.
It's not you. All right.
I believe it's Ben. I know Ben has a soundboard.
Oh, Ben's doing it. Ben, way to go, Ben. Thank you. Keep it coming. I like it. Oh. God, where's Andy? That's usually Andy.
Yep.
All right. Hold on.
That bottle is really tasty, and I hear they're coming out with a new one here fairly soon.
Awesome. Freaking awesome.
Whenever they come out with that one, I think it's supposed to be a little bit older than the last one was.
That's what I'm hoping, man. Yeah.
Yeah. When they come out with that, I'm looking forward to that. I'll grab us a couple.
Nice. All right. Hey, Ben, what's coming on your channel this week? What are we doing? Are you going live?
I think I'm going to do, if I don't get a video made, which there's a good chance I won't because I have a shitload of hand deliveries to do that I want to get done before I produce any more content. Yeah, you're on the top of the list.
Uh-huh.
And what do you call it? But probably my unexpected tax and duty free haul.
Oh,
there you go.
Unexpected.
Friggin'
well,
sweet, man.
I ended up getting stuff on the way down.
Yeah.
Because my now sort of brother-in-law asked,
sort of.
Already.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Asked me to get something for the wedding, to do like he wanted to do like a nice toast before the wedding, so he asked me to pick up a nice bottle, and I didn't want.
You got Jack 7.
So I
ended
up
Jack Daniels old number 7, right? Didn't you?
Actually, I bought 2 Glenmorangie travel exclusives.
Oh, nice.
And a Jack Daniels silver label single barrel 100 proof.
Ooh,
okay.
And some of that came home.
Some of it came out.
And then there was other stuff.
All right. By the way, also tonight is a Whiskey Nose Golden Glen. Am I correct in that, Marty?
You are correct.
Oh man, Marty, did we go through all of your bottles? Is there any other bottles, Marty? Because you were the first to come on, and I appreciate you.
Yeah, I got one it's.
Come on, I didn't mean to. Oh, hell yes.
Yeah, I never heard of that one.
Never. No. Hell yes. Yeah.
I go to it so much.
I wish I saw it more here.
It'll be coming because it's starting to move with regular Sazerac distribution.
Is it?
Yeah.
It came here for the first time about a month or two ago.
Marty, you got all these?
Night, Brian. Cheers, brother.
Oh, cheers, buddy. Marty, you have all these cheaper whiskeys in your top. I like how you're going here.
It's just what I'm drinking now, man. I'm telling you, if it's not a Scotch night, it's these lower proof, lower price. I won't say inexpensive, but that's just where I'm at right now. And I've got on this rye kick.
I also feel like it's been a slow new release year. Yeah. You've got at this point, I actually haven't tasted it yet, but I have a bottle. I didn't get it open yet of the Michter's 2023 10-year bourbon, which everybody's saying amazing, but I haven't tasted it yet, so I can't put that on the list.
What is Glimmer?
Other than that, what else has really come out this
year? I've kind of, to your point, Ben. I'm
trying not to just pick picks.
Yeah, right. But we've talked about honey finishes.
How are you, buddy? I didn't see you down there.
Sorry, I'm in the house.
Speaking of not picking picks, I'm going to go with the Sagamore Dusty Dan pick.
Oh, that came out. Oh, I don't have that anymore.
Isn't that a 2022 technically?
I don't know. I got it in 23.
Yeah, I got it in 22.
I opened it on this day, so it was good stuff.
Delicious.
Nice.
Hell yeah. You know what? Yeah,
It's
I think I got it in 22. I didn't think about it, but this is my third bottle, so it's fantastic.
Well, there you go.
And it's an 8-year, not a 7-year, by the way. The tag is wrong. So not that matters. It just tastes good.
Yeah.
Dusty Dan.
Is anybody going to the National Journey Sagamore meetup? Oh,
probably me.
There.
Eric. Ben?
Probably.
All right. Okay. All right.
Man, Jigs has the Turkey 12-year. Damn it, Jigs.
Oh.
That's awesome, man. I'm glad you got one.
Oh, Shauna coming in late. That's usually the winner. There you go. Mark, how are you, man?
Pretty good.
What are you sipping on the Dusty Dan right now? Is that what you got?
No, I opened that Templeton 10-year. Still working on that Templeton 10.
Oh, there you go. Ben's talking about that.
Yeah. Talk me into
it.
No.
Is yours a single barrel, Mark?
It says single barrel on the tag at the top, yeah.
Okay.
There you go.
104.
Thank you, Shauna.
Maybe it was the barrel proof that wasn't.
It may be. You're right.
But it doesn't matter. It's still, that's a value pour.
Yeah.
What's the price of that bottle?
86 to 89, something like that.
80 to 90, depending on where.
It's in the 80s.
Single barrel proof, 10-year plus year MGP 95.5 rye.
Yeah,
what barrel number is yours there, Mark?
3429.
2796.
3429. They must have had plenty of barrels.
You know what, though? A lot of the things we've talked about tonight are not finishes.
That's true. I've had 2 finished whiskeys. That's it. 3. I've had 3 of my 10 were finished. That's interesting, Marty. You're right about that.
I'm. I think most of us are kind of over it a little bit right now.
Well, I'm not over it, but you're right. If you keep going to listen, I was on a huge Amberana kick, and now I don't want them anymore. And Andy called it, and he's like, "You're not going to want these very soon because it's kind of." It's the same flavor profile over and over again.
And they all taste the same.
They all tasted the same. They all said, "Oh no,
I'm not an Amarana friend."
I love it, but you're right. You drink one, you drink them all. It's like there's not a lot of difference.
There's nuances to some of the higher end ones now.
But what's the predominant flavor? It's cinnamon, right? Yeah, it's the same thing.
Was Penelope Tokai this year or last year?
I think it's bad.
You don't like it. Mark, what did you say?
Tokai was last year. Rio is this year.
Penelope Tokai. Was that last year or this year? It's probably 22.
22.
Yeah.
Joe Graves.
Quick enough.
All right, Joe. Listen, Joe, next week we got the single barrels from Maryland Heritage Series. I'm counting on you. Get your sleep. I don't need you going to sleep at 10:50 next week on me.
He's been on before.
I know. He's good, man. He's good. All right, let's give away my top 10 whiskey so far. Evidently, I just pulled, and we'll see if we'll see who wins all this stuff. I think the key here is the Nancy Fraley March pick. I think is the winner here, and the 3 Maryland Heritage Series single barrel ryes. Those 4 right there. Thank you, Adam. You're right. Hit the like button. I never talk about that. We're terrible. Dan, I do love it too, but I bought like 5 of them, and I haven't finished any of them.
Sleep well, Joe.
Yeah, I think Amberana's gross.
I don't think it's gross, Joe. I love it, but I just once you drink one and you drink the next, and they're like okay, they're all the same a bit. There's not much different. There just isn't. Anyway, we'll get off that kick. Let's give away something, guys. Thank you for all the super chats and all the support, and let's hopefully Andy maybe be here at least somewhat next week. Certainly, hopefully out of the hospital. Crying out loud. So, all right, who do we think's going to win? I don't know. I can't even see the wheel, so I can't tell you. But thank you.
Good looking wheel.
Good looking wheel. Good looking wheel. All right, guys. Here's for my top 10 whiskeys so far of 2023. I can't see that at all.
Nope.
Doug H.
Richie Z.
Oh, Richie
Z.
Congrats, brother.
Richie Z.
That's a well-earned win.
Well done, Richie.
Well, yeah.
That's
way to go,
Congrats, Richie Z.
Congrats, brother. That's awesome.
And now the next thing he's going to type in chat is give it to somebody else.
No way. Why?
Because
He
that's
doesn't
what
want-
he does.
Oh, does he really?
But either way, you should send those
No
to Rich.
pressure, Richie.
Yeah, even if Richie tells you to send it to somebody else,
Keep
you
that,
just send it
Richie.
to him.
No, Richie, keep that. Listen, I'm not sending 20 out. That's not. I don't even have that many. I don't even know if I have 10 bottles to tell you the truth right now. So I have to find 10 bottles here.
Hell yeah,
That just
Richie.
means you got to drink other sample bottles of Mushroom.
I
Drink it,
will,
you Golden
There
Glen,
you go.
buddy.
It's right. You get a Golden Glen. Yeah, Rich.
Agreed.
Oh no,
I
I thought you were going to spin again for a
No, I'm
Golden.
not. No.
Okay, well, Richie's got one.
Oh, spin again. I'll do that. Yes. You know what? We'll do that, Marty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought that
spin
was the
again because
second
Richie's
prize.
got one.
Okay. That second prize is the Golden Glen. You're right. Sorry. I'm mistaken. All right. Here's for the Whiskey Nose Golden Glen, which I don't even. How can we buy them, Marty?
Just hit me up, whiskeynose21@gmail.com.
Okay. How much do they cost, Marty?
$15.
$75.
That's it?
That's it.
Oh. All right. I'm going to PayPal you $15. Can you send me one?
Yep.
Perfect.
I agree, Nancy.
Oh, Nancy's still here?
Yeah, the
You know what, Marty? I might have
finishes
to
are
buy
not all
3
that.
more so I can have a set for blinds and do a Golden Glen blind.
And you can't see it. That's what's good about it.
That's
There
true.
you go.
Yep. Well, especially when you're getting whiskey that's blended by Nancy Fraley, you don't need to touch it with anything. That's
Damn
100%
right.
True. All right, here's for the Golden Glen from Whiskey Nose. Here's who's going to win. Thank you, Marty, for doing that, and thank you
Yeah,
guys
man.
for all coming on panel tonight. Appreciate it. Filling in for Andy. I know it's hard to do, but
I think we did it
That
right.
could be me. That
it's
could be me.
JG.
Nope.
JG.
JG.
Congrats, man.
Man, that was close.
That was close to Mark.
If you
Mark,
zoom
you
in, am I right above that?
You are.
So close.
You are.
All right, there it is. Marty, do you have JG's address?
Somebody
If not,
next to me is one again.
I put my email up, and so did Amy.
all right, there you go.
Congratulations,
Cheers, buddy.
JG.
All right, guys. Any other bottles we haven't mentioned that you really love this week? If not, or this year. If not, I'm going to end the stream because I don't know. We can just
Does you
hang
hate
out.
happiness?
Because why not?
Because why not? We can chat away.
Yeah,
You guys go wherever you want.
sure.
Maybe I don't know. You can go somewhere else.
Yeah,
You can't stay here.
this here's good, but most people can't get it. It's a problem.
Oh, Chattanooga. What is that? The
It's a single barrel from this year pick.
hold on.
Okay.
Is that
There
the
you
cacao one or whatever?
No, it's just straight single barrel bourbon whiskey.
I get those bottles and I smash them. I don't know why.
Yeah. When Ben sees a Chattanooga bottle, he just throws it on the ground. Speaking of it, I need to get Ben another one.
On the ground.
No, I just need to try it. That's all. We'll
Yeah.
talk.
Joe.
Here's what I have left of the last Chattanooga I bought.
Joe, what do you
Yeah.
have coming up on your channel,
Did it
bro?
break or did you kill it?
I got on
Hold on.
Friday night. Got a battle against Dusty Dan and Whiskey Food Dude.
Whoa, when is that? It comes on at what time you go on? Oh,
Friday night. Right now. It's planned for 8 p.m. Pacific.
That's 11 our time. Okay, yep.
Yes, and then but it might move to 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm still working that out. But as of right now, it's gonna be 8 p.m. Pacific.
Got it. All right. And Ben, what do you got going on? You said you go live.
Yeah, I mean, I've got some recorded content I need to edit, but I also have a lot
I
of
think we should see some vlogs from. I want to see Ben in Mexico. Like, what does Ben do in Mexico on vacation? Let's have a personal.
Try not to die from heat stroke.
I think we'd all like to see that.
He puts
That is the main thing Ben's not wrong. That is the main thing you do in Mexico. Try to not die from heat.
I mean,
yeah,
let's be honest.
Well, no, it was the resort's fault. It wasn't Mexico's fault because it's hot, but you should still be able to go out, have a good time, then come back and cool off.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what
you should have to bring your own AC unit with you to put in the window.
That was the
Matt
issue.
J, cheers.
Yeah.
All right,
It was hot, but you should be able to go out, have a good time, and come back and cool down. And I mean, hell, my favorite parts of the trip, besides drinking, were probably the tax and duty free. So that's what I'll be doing. I'll either get a video out. That's unlikely, so I'll probably just do it as my stream this week. Tax and duty free home.
There you go. Sounds cool.
The taxis are pretty nice. They have good AC in Mexico.
Cheers, Saucy.
Cheers, James. Yep.
Ben says no.
Cheers, Mr. Morgan.
All right, guys. I'm going to end the stream. Anybody going? I guess Whiskey Encore is probably live right now. I guess you go to him, or the Bourbon Jug is still going. I don't know.
Whoever. Yeah.
Whoever. Go check out all these amazing Marty, Sean, Joe, Ben.
Yeah.
They're all great.
And Whiskey Encore is coming
Mark's
on
new
shortly.
channel.
Junkies are still
Nancy's
yapping,
agreed to come on our
apparently.
channel again to try the 21090 single barrel pick and tell us, give us all the amazing tasting notes, right? Because she's really good at that, and we're not.
She's gonna just look at the screen and be like, and then all of a sudden her connection's gonna drop.
You can subscribe to me.
She said she was going to have the she was
Would you-
going to have the lead distiller pull her a sample of that barrel.
Oh, she is? Perfect. Well, there you go. I don't even have to send her. I don't even have to send her a bottle in. There you go. Perfect. Mark, what were you saying, buddy? Emmenecker?
I said I don't have a channel or any content, but you can subscribe to my name if you want to.
There you go. Why not, right?
Chris Tats, because Chris Tats got me to 50 subs somehow.
Did he really?
Nothing.
Oh, well, shoot.
There's no nothing on anything.
You know how long it took us to get 50
that I got.
subscribers? It took us brewing beer for 5 months to get 50 subscribers. That's the funny part about it. Nobody cared about that.
That's probably before I was here.
Yeah, it was a long time ago. We've been doing this for way too long. It still
doesn't do you any good, so don't do it.
It's all good. All right, guys. Well, thank you for joining me on the panel. Everyone in chat, thank you. Hopefully, keep the good thoughts coming for Andy. Hopefully next week he'll be able to be at least in chat with us. But he's had a tough week, and hopefully next week's a better one. So, cheers, everybody, and until next time. And there will be next
guys.
time. Cheers.
Peace
Cheers, everybody.
y'all.
Peace out, guys.
Later, bitches.
Rock on.
Rock on.